Haru just posted in D&D chat that his internet cut out.
Oh, rip. Haru died as soon as we went live? Fuck.
Ah, damn it. I was going to take a screenshot of his screen at full screen. Somebody, don't click on him, but take a screenshot and share it with him. So that you can see what his face froze on.
We have it on stream now. So, oh, there he goes.
I have.
Ah.
I was able to get it.
Show what his face,
There we go.
Man, what a shame.
F's in chat.
Yeah, F's in chat for Haru. Seven, why are you upside down?
So I can be upside down.
Spider Sev.
We'll hang you from the gallows.
Well,
The ship has gallows?
anything?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm ignoring gravity. Okay, since you don't want me hanging upside down, fine, I'll go here.
Listen.
Yeah, didn't you know Canadians operate on different gravity?
Can confirm.
True.
It's like
Makes
Australia. With the
Everything.
toilets going the opposite way.
Oh, before we start, Cobble, after D&D, do you want to see my Alzheimer's psych ward in Minecraft?
That's something to start to mention on stream. Wow.
I have a villager like.
I hate that I had to
containment
name it
unit.
that. I hate that I had to
You
compare
did
that
that.
fucking place.
This is all because of Seven.
Because
Yeah, it
you
is.
made such a big deal out of this, Sev. That is why it's named this. It's all your
I was like,
fault.
oh, I'm gonna make an underground artificial village because they are so they're safe and shit. And Seven's like, you're making an Alzheimer's. I'm like, well, that's the joke.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
so-
like those little towns. Does nobody know about those little like 50 towns where they put these Alzheimer patients in? They're really nice facilities because they think that they're back in this time, and it's all they remember. So I'm like, Chuck, you're just building that for these villagers. Like, what the fuck is?
Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, there's that one topaz mine in Arizona that's all underground.
It's true. Man, it's been what, 2 weeks since? Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
two.
like that. Listen, time's a figment of my imagination.
I totally
call
didn't
it like
forget
a-
about it this week.
They
I
call it,
almost
like
did.
reminiscence therapy or something. Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been gone the normal 2 weeks. And I don't think did we do anything recently? No.
Boat.
But just the boat, yeah. So I don't think we have any announcements to make other than Haru coming back. Hey, what's up, B? no.
Oh please! Oh please!
Haru's
Again,
frozen.
please.
The Haru's dead.
I'm back. I'm gone. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Haru is dealing with technical difficulties. So, I mean, let's see. What do we got? Is there,
Yeah, there's a little in response to. There's a little fake Alzheimer's clowns.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
need
like
my
shit out of
notebook.
the 50s.
Let's see. We may have a podcast starting soon. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
the Boogle cast will be a thing.
Oh, we're actually
Maybe.
doing that? Oh, shit.
If Dalton decides to get it in gear. Yeah, calling
Get
you
his shit
out.
together.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we get that's who we get to yell at for
Hey,
starting that.
This
shit.
is Dalton's project. Dalton wants to headline this, so I'm like, okay, go for it. It's all on you. Are we getting like frame by frame Haru right here?
He hasn't moved since he joined for me.
Okay.
He hasn't moved since he joined.
I still have dots.
Yeah, he's still.
How
like a
come
snake
every
thing
time
for me.
we decide to do D&D,
Right as we
Haru's
start D&D.
yeah, Haru's
every
internet
time.
Hi, Omega.
decides to go to
We,
shit.
we skipped it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
And a week later it died. We've been 30 minutes late, and 30 minutes later it dies.
yeah. It's like just when we decide to do D&D that Haru's internet decides, nah, I'm not feeling it today.
There Haru goes.
Oh man.
Oh, I should probably get out my dice. That would be a smart move.
I'm debating on which set one needs today.
I'm using the fucking stone dice that kept fucking me last week with shit rolls. So.
I'm debating between
Because
my
I have to
metal
use
set.
the fancy stuff.
I'm debating between my metal set and like I've been using my, even though I really love them, I've been using my
Oh, it's a
strawberry
fluffy
set
cat.
a lot over the past few weeks.
Yeah,
I promise
strawberry
that
set
we
is
do
nice.
actually play D&D. Eventually.
Do we?
Sometimes. It just may take a minute for, all of our players to get here and or stop dealing with shitty internet.
Honestly, we should just schedule ourselves and keep telling ourselves that we're gonna start at like an hour early, and then we'll all be here ready to go once it hits 3 o'clock my
We
time.
should get some fucking Google Calendar invites or some shit at this rate.
Honestly.
I could make a full Weasel Google Calendar.
Do it. I actually think I have that set up already.
Oh, okay. Just add us as editors.
Under the full Weasel email that I never use.
Oh yeah, I completely
that's
forgot we had that.
Yeah.
One that fucking Rhodey tried to break into, like when it was originally created.
Oh yeah.
You got a million,
That was the Twitter.
Yeah, that was the Twitter.
Was it the Twitter?
And then as a result, Rhodey tried to get into the email so that Rhodey could reset the Twitter password.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Still won't happen. But yeah, we have cat cam. We may lose Rhodey at some point.
Yeah, I'm in 2 feet of snow here, so.
Yeah, inclement
and
weather.
It's still coming down.
Internet outages.
It's almost like the other time that we had to cancel when I was trapped in Tennessee because of inclement weather and.
Yeah. So, and then
Hey, y'all.
Rhodey had work. Oh, Jesus!
You could tell that Shock needs their glasses because they keep dropping the fucking things every second.
Jesus.
I'm not really worried about the snow. I live in Denver, not Texas. We can deal with snow. It's the ice that I'm worried about because we have the power lines coming into the substation in our neighborhood are aerial lines. So if they freeze down, then we're out.
You would think in Denver they'd bury the lines.
Yeah.
Well, they bury everything from the substation to the houses. Everything there is buried, but
but into the substation itself is all.
Yeah, has those big high tension lines on the 200-foot
towers.
I guess we'll consider this the mini Boogle cast right now, as we.
This is a preview, y'all.
Listen, either we're gonna
play
some
me
D&D
too long to
today,
get on Boogle
or if we're not all here by like 6:30, we'll make this an impromptu Boogle cast where we'll just shit
without the showrunner.
Yeah, without the showrunner, impromptu Boogle cast.
Hey, congrats everybody! Welcome to the Boogle cast.
Welcome to the piss cast.
Somehow I was able to get on the first episode of this compared to, let's say, Do You Know the Anime, where I had a cameo appearance once.
Hey,
yeah, right.
Keep complaining and I'll push it further back.
I'm actually kind of excited if you end up doing that one. Do you know the anime idea?
Oh, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're getting VIP access. You're going to front line before Sev.
Fuck you,
You know what?
Sev.
I'm pulling my nitro boost. I get that shit back. You get shittier fucking audio quality now.
Yeah. Look at that.
I'll be on Do You Know the Anime before 7 and I don't even watch anime.
Technically, Sev did come in at the end of the anime awards.
I was on Did You Know the Anime at the very end.
Yeah.
And then I immediately was
Got
gone.
removed.
No, I left on my own accord. The removes were later on after the whole thing.
It was a mass panic when you joined the chat.
It was hilarious.
Let's I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna switch us to just chatting for now until
Until we actually get Haru set up.
Yeah.
Haru is just completely fucking out. He's not even on Discord.
Should I text him?
Yeah, see what
I'm guessing he's downstairs resetting his router now.
Could be. Yeah, probably.
Because that worked last time, so. But his router takes like 2 minutes to boot back up.
Fucking, I hate routers.
I do like my little D3.
Well, especially if you have like the router modem set up. Like router modem all in one box.
Yeah, the all-in-one boxes take like 5-6 minutes to boot up. It's absurd. Also, I didn't realize how much snow is on my garage door. I'm gonna have a problem getting snowplow out.
Yo, it's not a podcast, y'all. It's a chill cast because we're just
Is it chill
chilling.
cast?
Yeah.
Chill, dude.
There you go.
Are we good?
Dude.
Oh no, it's the vibe cast.
We're
We're
here to
just vibing.
vibe.
We're just
Vibing.
vibing.
While Shock is fucking torturing villagers underground.
Not torturing villagers.
We're
Here,
over
hang on.
surviving.
Oh no, I just.
You
messed it
fucking
all up.
shove them on a goddamn minecart to get them down into that area.
That's how you move villagers, though.
There you go.
Oh, they have nice.
In response to VC is the snowfall that we've got now, and it's like 3 feet on my.
Fuck is your FOV?
High. I need it higher. My head hurts.
Oh god.
How close to your monitor do you sit?
There's probably a foot of space.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, let's.
I'm with Shock on this FOV thing.
Take-
Okay.
I don't
It's like
understand
legitimately
it.
hurts my head. No, yeah. So here's my village. This is the only. Hang on. Where is he? That's the only guy I trapped in here.
Oh, just like we were talking about earlier, this is one of those dementia villages.
Yeah.
But I made them a fake little village. Here's the people I've been trying to get to fuck, but they haven't been.
This was a whole fucking thing
Actually,
last night.
no, this is a genuine question, Cobble. Do you know if there's any issues with villager breeding on the server?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because Taylor and I were sitting here for about 2 hours trying to get villagers to breed.
That is
Well,
not a joke,
I
by
mean,
the
he was
way.
sitting outside the
not.
window going, fuck. So, of course they weren't going to.
So, Shock.
Hmm.
I had this idea, and Setsu, you can get in on this too, because you play Genshin with us. 1.4 drops next week, and I was thinking we do like a co-op stream of Genshin. You know, mess around in some domains for one, and do some of the activities in 1.4 next week.
If I am not in the midst of literal midterm hell,
That's
which I
right. You
shouldn't-
are doing
which
midterms.
I shouldn't be. Who the
Shock.
fuck?
Try one door. Because you have two there.
Why is there a cat there?
I don't know. Come here, love me.
Just wants love
I
from
win.
cat. Oh wow, that was easy.
Yeah, no.
Well, I have this one.
Yeah, it's a dice thing.
Yeah.
I got a D3 on a D4 on a D24. Fight me.
But yeah, I was
Huh?
thinking with oh, I see you took my tree idea. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so Taylor actually made these. This, by the way, this is the
Oh,
only
nice.
way in and out.
Oh dear lord.
Because, the villagers can climb ladders.
Oh god.
Since when?
Since I don't know, but they can.
There's a fair few updates ago because they have towers in their villages and they have.
They've always had towers in their villages.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I'm guessing they
Towers
just
in
had it out it.
They'll
So
climb up on it. They've been there for a while. They'll climb up on the tower and then shoot with their bow and arrow.
Hey, Shock, are you a sub to Jeremy?
No.
Oh, okay.
rip.
I was about to be like, oh,
I
you could
am.
you could just do / ender chest and open up your ender chest.
What are you doing? Why did you throw potatoes at them?
So, in order to make, so villagers aren't like other animals in this game where you like feed them things to breed, because when you right click on them, it brings up their trading menu.
Mm-hmm.
In Minecraft, you need to throw down on the floor 12 beetroots, 12 carrots, or 12 potatoes, or 3 bread. But I'm eating my bread, and it will like cause them to breed, but it just hasn't been working. Like Taylor and I were trying to do it for about 20-ish minutes last night, or 2-ish hours last night. I mean, we were watching them for a good 20 minutes, and it just didn't work. So.
Jesus. But yeah, we've
Fucking
been
voyeurs they were.
playing a lot of Minecraft recently because of the server, the Monster Truck Rally server.
Hashtag shameless plug.
Oh yeah, listen.
Discord.gg/duly noted.
Hell yeah.
Details in the gaming chat.
Yep. There's no shameless plugs here. Full Weasel doesn't have any like branding. I mean,
Also,
we do, but
well,
like, not like.
we're also not associated. Oh,
Oh, Lord.
I didn't like that. They just kind of
Yo,
magnetized
what?
towards each other.
What was that?
They so in the daytime, which by the way, oh Seth, wait, do you have a bed?
Yeah.
Sleep in it.
I do need to get a majority.
I gotta exit my house because I still have yet to move my bed
What
inside.
the heck? What? Oh Lord. But
I am.
Oh, I'm sorry about
I
that,
am
y'all.
finally starting to mine. I just mined out my little.
I mean, let's see
It's
how
like
many.
it's the name of the game or something. God.
How many like other things are like? Let's see. There's this, the whole duly noted thing. We got the do you know the anime server, like, Jesus. What? Oh, Setsu. When is that podcast? Wait, the Crushes podcast is out, right?
I don't want
It
to.
should be.
Excellent.
It is out. I saw it out. So.
Yeah. So, if you liked our, you know, anime reaction and wanted to see us actually, talk about anime that wasn't in the anime awards, though I'm sure you may have talked about Gojo at some point, because I mean, why not? Gojo's a handsome man. Part of
So
anime
my
crushes.
my emissary of the 9 hoodie finally shipped.
Oh, what? You haven't
Wow, I
gotten
got that
yet?
ages ago. What the hell?
What the fuck?
Damn.
My boyfriend got his. Setsu has his. Setsu was wearing it on his on his
I
webcam
have it.
once, and I was I was like I remember all you guys talking about it, and I just never got it. I'm like, did I not order it? And I go through my Bungie order history, and I'm like, no, it's there.
What is your
It still
seventh
says pending.
goddamn-
I didn't order it. I wasn't
Aw.
personally a fan.
I bet yours would have arrived by now.
No, I probably would have. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would have
Listen.
had that. If I would liked it, I would have had it immediately,
If
and
it-
that
if
shit
it-
would have been there.
For me, like, it's a hoodie, so like I'm probably already buying it.
Yeah. Cobble, it's because you're gay. That's why.
Yep.
Yep, can confirm.
So I just got a text from Haru.
Yeah.
I'm new line, gone a murder, Mr. Comcast.
Okay. Lovely.
Congrats. You're now running it on your phone, Haru. Although, to be fair, I don't think Callum would be too hard to play. We just play like a massive idiot. Ta-da!
Jesus Christ.
No, there's too many in there.
Do we autopilot Callum until Haru can get back?
I mean, I have us on just chatting right now, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
And then I can edit it down for later. Just trim this part of the
Trim the strim.
trim the strim later, and it'll be fine. Oh man. I mean, I kind of want all of you to be here for the last part of the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, with
I'm okay
that,
with
we
going
could,
to If we're waiting like 2 hours here and Harder still can't get back, I'm okay with delaying another week.
yeah, it's not a big it's not a big deal.
It'll get us back on the real schedule.
Well, no, because Cobble enjoys this schedule.
yeah, for at least for me, at least for this next few weeks, it will be very nice for me and my travels setup.
Jeez, Cobble, just get a laptop that can stream.
I have to get paid for that.
It's true.
Get paid.
I don't get paid for another 2 weeks,
Oof.
but I'm getting 3 weeks worth of pay then.
It's not bad. Not bad.
No.
Yeah, I mean, hell, there's just not a lot going on right now.
No.
Oh, not a whole lot going on. Just playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
we could, especially since you're not feeling super hot, if we do end up playing and Haru's still not here and you want all of us here for the end of it, we could end the session with 1 day left on our travel.
Yeah, we could do 2 days or more, depending, on rolls. 2 days of travel today, and then call it there, even if that's only like an hour and a half in.
Well, that was the plan. It was like finish y'all's journey and then on the boat, and then call it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but I'm just saying rather than ending it when we get to port, we end it a day before.
Yeah.
When we have 2 days left in the journey?
Yeah.
2, 3.
Right now. Unless y'all add 2 more days.
Which is very possible.
It is.
Considering how much we've fucking been lucky on our rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the rolls, we can very easily just get completely fucked.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm good with that. I don't know about y'all. I can check with Haru.
Yeah, text Haru, see what he says. And then we'll get this show on the road. Oh.
I'm gonna sort my chest later tonight.
I don't know how I slept till 11.
Daylight savings.
And I still feel tired.
Daylight savings.
Daylight savings hit
Oh,
yesterday,
wait,
though.
I didn't go.
Nope,
to bed
that
till
was
3.
this morning.
That's
That
right.
was this morning, yeah. Yeah, you didn't go to bed till 3 because you went to bed at 2 like normal, but it was 3.
Yeah.
I went to bed this morning at 12:20 a.m.
We were just playing,
Yeah.
Dale and I were just trying to make villagers fuck, as you do. And all of a sudden, it was 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It was on 4 a.m. You were off before 4 a.m.
Yeah, you logged off at the
No,
same
I
time.
was still on 4 a.m. my time.
Oh, okay.
There's not a 4-hour difference between us.
I will be right back
There was
because
that
there
night.
is pizza here
Mhm.
apparently.
So unless you decided to go play on your own,
Well, does Canada have daylight savings at the same time as the U.S.? I can't remember.
Oh, I think so.
Can't remember if they were synchronized to the U.S. or not.
Correction, most of the U.S. Arizona doesn't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
it's not up on my computer.
There's a couple of counties here and there in Tennessee and stuff too that don't do it either.
Right, phone, calendar. It says today. Daylight saving time start. I thought it was yesterday for some reason. I don't know. Because my phone was telling me a different time than what the fucking clock was.
It was yesterday because it's not today until I've slept.
Maybe it was the clock and fucking machine that was off. Daily. That would make sense.
Daylight savings just sucks.
Yeah, we should just not be on daylight savings forever. I agree. Daylight saving needs to go away. We actually get more heart attacks in the ER on daylight saving Sundays than any other time.
You think you're protected by your netherite armor? Look at my abs! Look at my abs!
Waking up early and not.
All the way back there.
Yeah, I'm okay with rolling a couple weeks if we end up waiting an hour or 2 here, because.
Yeah.
Or like I said, we can float for a couple days here and just autopilot. Haru's character, whose name escapes me because my brain no worky right
Callum.
Callum.
I did tell Haru that I can pass any key things that they want Callum to do. I'll pass them on the chat. And Haru seems like they are fine with us doing playing until the last day of voyage.
Filler days, yeah.
It'll just be a short session, but
If we
Yeah.
have like an hour-long session instead of.
fucking ends up being 10 minutes because nobody does anything.
And then I go get the snowblower.
I mean, we could do some heavy RP stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna see
Why?
what fucking Jack is gonna do to beat up our Lista.
You're talking about me, Gobble?
No.
Jack ain't
Oh.
Jack ain't gonna be the only one.
What's the verdict, Nards?
Haru's fine with it, and they're gonna pass any key things that they want Calum to do through me to you, or just like DM you on Discord or something.
Yeah, just DM me.
Do 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 do. Sheep.
Oh,
Sheep.
Buffalo
please.
chicken pizza.
Buffalo yicken. Look at all those buffalo yickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Hello, Alzheimer's ward. How are you doing today?
I thought you were going to say
Beautiful,
Dementor's ward. And I'm like, or Dementia
Yep.
ward.
Oh, this guy fucking sucks.
All right. Let's
I didn't mean to hit you.
let's get this show on the road.
I honestly forgot to. Like, Ulysses.
Or
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
seat
show on the road?
license,
Okay.
in case I do.
Yep. Where's this?
Let me get it.
Oh. How do I stop watching? There we go. That didn't work. Nope. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Hello. We here. We vibing. Yeah, let me change everything back to D&D. So.
Wait, now I'm the one with the TV in the background.
Yeah,
I could put fish up on there.
you could. Dungeons and Dragons done.
Dragons and Dragons.
Alright.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So
I don't like that this dice likes to roll ones so much.
last we left off, y'all were aboard
Okay.
the Indigo Canary, making your way to Cloudbarrow, escorting Lord Clyde Freyson and his troop back to his hometown, at the behest of Captain Jack Silverwind.
Lord Freyson, an asshole.
Yeah, and asshole. Yolmir, as always, was just uncomfortable, hating life aboard this ship.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna correct myself. It was not asshole. It was pompous ass.
Yes.
Pompous McGee.
While Yolmir had a nice conversation with Freyson about the treatment of, or how he views the common folk as opposed to most royals. Gobble got to know the nobleman a bit. And then we had some confrontation between Lord Freyson and his advisor, Telfin.
Pompous ass.
Yeah, pompous ass. And then Aralista and Quivari decided to investigate the ship, looking for an unmarked box aboard the Canary, as well as investigating why this ship didn't seem to make a lot of the noises that a typical seafaring vessel does, as Aralista would be used to, only to find that the ship is enchanted to keep things from knocking against the inside and moving around and shifting too much. Atlas found this out firsthand by trying to punch a hole in the hole below the waterline. So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Arlista and Quivari broke into the private area or private storage room, only to be found out by Captain Jack, and they decided they'll leave it be for now. And I think we left off at the end of the third day. That was the end of the third day.
The third day is all I have notes for, so.
Yeah. So
I believe it
I
was.
don't even believe we did watch that night or anything. I think we just
no,
No,
I think we ended. Ended with the shenanigans below deck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
My shenanigan was minor.
We with shenanigans.
Just a bit.
Show me begs to differ, but go for it, buddy.
All right. So let's see. It is. We'll say it's nighttime. Aboard the Canary. The winds are fair, and it will start with Quivari and Aralista. I believe last y'all left off, you were below deck, and ending your search of the storage rooms.
No, we came back up.
Did you come back up?
Yes,
Okay. Because Jack stopped you.
No, because I remember
Having a tussle.
fucking Setsu, what's your character's name? Voltac. I remember Voltac coming up to me and trying to intimidate me and failing.
And Voltac after that went up to the helm to talk to Jack, I believe.
You are correct. I remember that now.
Because somebody upstairs was having a Donnybrook, that's why we came upstairs.
So, let's see. Oh, let's get this. The ship cam going again.
I'd lower the lights a little bit too.
Yeah. Then. There we go.
Perfect.
I gotta yell at Google every so often.
Can you not do it from your phone?
I can. It's easier to. I'd have to go through all the apps. Let's make my camera large. Oh god, it's so grainy. I'm gonna have to fix that. Get my DSLR out.
Mm-hmm.
Get a nice tripod for it. But yeah.
Are you just gonna eventually take over a room in the apartment and it's just gonna be the D&D room?
Yes. So we have Woodrow at the helm. We have Atlas up here. We have Aralista and Quivari. This is Callum. Callum would be up here on the mast, as he likes to be. We'll say Lord Freyson is over here once more with Telfin, communing with him. And you guys just witnessed Voltac and Aralista get into a bit of a disagreement.
Where was I?
Here, I just put you right here.
Okay.
Next to Atlas.
You just healed me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You were up on the main deck.
So, with that in mind, what would you like to do? What does the party do? Anyone?
I'm just doing.
I'm keeping my Voltac's keeping her eyes on Arlista, making no attempt to hide it.
All right.
Because Voltac doesn't believe a word out of either hers or Quivari's mouth.
Fair enough.
And Voltac doesn't want to have to fix the ship.
It's Haru.
I give it 5 seconds.
Oh,
Once
absolutely.
cam comes on, that Haru's gone again.
I don't even think the camera's gonna.
I don't even think we're getting the cam.
We're not even getting audio. Poor Haru.
Holy shit.
So yeah, let's see.
American ISPs, y'all. Um.
We'll have the music on a little bit.
Do you see any of Freyson's people up on the main dock right now?
Yes, you would. Let me get their pieces out. Let's see, I said, yeah. So, you would see a couple people scattered throughout the deck. I think just 2 of them there, and we'll put 2 of them below deck.
I don't think I would have any idea about this. Was I on watch when we saw the person with the weird uniform?
I do not believe so, no.
No,
Okay,
that was
then-
me on watch who had the person with the off uniform.
Cool.
Yes.
Then I think you only told Arlista.
Arlista, yeah.
I told Arlista yes.
Cool, so I wouldn't know about that. Awesome.
Yeah, talk to Arlista about men I saw last night.
Yeah.
I actually forgot you told me about that, so I'm gonna change up what I'm doing here in a second when you ask me.
So.
Well, I already told you about it, so that was day 2. This is day
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
But I
This
said
is
I
the
would.
night of day 3. So you have that guy that you saw with like the kind of gray and red outfit. He's gonna be over here. There is who talked to. No, I don't think any of you talked to her. But there's a lady up here.
Nobody's talked to her.
No, wasn't she seen though during?
During watch, she was seen by somebody. I'm not sure who though.
Yes, she was seen though. She's got the kind of the same color scheme as Clyde.
That's Freyson, if anyone
Yeah.
forgets.
And, but other than that, you just see Clyde and Telfin having a conversation with Woodrow and Jack up on the helm. And then you've got our lookout in the crow's nest.
Who's on that front mast again? Is that Callum there?
This is Callum, yes.
Yeah, Callum's up top.
I'm finally fucking here.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
By the way,
Alright,
when you got you were leaning forward a bit. When you got back up, I thought you froze for a second, and I was about to lose my shit again. I was like, "Oh god damn it!" It looked like you were here.
I would just like to say that the internet can suck my goddamn nards.
Oh, you got here
dip
just
them
in
in
time.
fucking dip them in alcohol and gargle them after brushing your teeth. Goddamn.
I'm just gonna go up to the bow and just kind of look out. I think, and just kind of like hold my fist because it hurts. Still kind of hurts even after the healing, you know.
Okay.
That's like kind of just relax for the moment. Nothing.
Did I get you back up to full on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. I took 4 points of damage. You healed me up 4, so we're
Yep.
all good there.
I do remember that part. The ADHD hasn't kicked in that hard. I need to start watching the previous VODs before our sessions.
Yeah, I've considered going back and watching them all. It's just I don't really have a whole lot of time at the moment. Over the last couple weeks.
No, that's fine. All right. So you head up to the bow.
Mm-hmm.
Look out at the sea. It's very pretty. The sun is starting to set. So you see the oranges and pinks start to fill the sky. The dark, the like really, really dark blue of the sky as, you know, night does fall. It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely won't be punching any more ships anytime soon.
No.
Let's see. Arlissa, anything you would like to do? Or any of you?
So, I am just looking. Well, one, based on the sunset,
Mm-hmm.
would I know where the moons were gonna rise?
You know what? Give me a sec. I need to pull up the map in Google Drive. So y'all are heading this way. Sun would be setting this way. I'm gonna face Atlas this way. So so this is port side, this is starboard side. You would be, if you're facing the port, you would see the moons in the sky already because the sun is setting behind you.
Okay, so I'm partially looking out that way.
Yeah.
And then I'm also looking out for the woman that I know Atlas told me to look out for.
I'm sorry, but the Titanic just sank.
Not the woman.
The guy.
The fucker in armor. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
it. Alright, my mind's a little troubled. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
I'm also rapidly taking medicine at the same time as well, so I can fucking turn on my camera.
You do see him. He's just kind of chilling out by the
No.
the port side.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right here.
Haru, try without cam if it keeps going like that.
But other than that, I mean, it's relatively calm.
I have Eve focusing on him and
Mhm.
to alert me if anything's going on.
Okay.
I mean, like anything. Like he just moves. Like she alerts me.
Do you want Eve to go somewhere? Because she is her own individual mini.
If he starts to like go under the deck or something,
Mhm.
no.
Other than that, chill
Sorry.
out.
Unless he goes like under the deck or somewhere out of eyesight from the both of us.
Mhm.
She's just resting on my shoulder or by my legs or something.
Okay. Quivari, is there anything you would like to do?
Well, we got yelled at by Jack, so I think I'm not gonna, go over there. So,
True.
we'll go ahead and we'll leave it at that and just kind of watch what's going on up back here.
Yeah. Ylmir or Callum, is there anything y'all would like to achieve before nightfall?
How many days into the journey are we?
You are on day 3.
Of
This is of the journey.
Of 5.
Ideally,
Of
5.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
ideally.
Consider us halfway between
Yeah.
the 2 locations.
Oh my god, it can take so many more days if we just roll poorly for these next couple days.
Yep.
We had very good rolls off the start, so it can definitely happen. We're due a bad roll.
You said the lady from Freyson's entourage is up towards
on the bow.
Cool.
Yes. But Freyson and Telfin, his advisor, is are talking directly across from you.
Okay. Can I hear anything about what they're saying?
Yeah. Make a perception check for me.
Nope, that's a D12. I laid just perception core. 15.
15. All right.
Just need to make sure.
Yes. You start to hear Clyde and Telfin talking about House Demir and their relationship with House Freyson. That while it's like how the nobles will be interacting, the noble houses will be interacting for the next few years, if Clyde takes the helm of the Freyson household.
This was with what other house?
House Demir.
Okay.
Dimir.
Okay.
Clyde, you overhear Clyde talking about his father and how he doesn't see himself taking control of the house anytime soon, as he has no one that he is betrothed to at the current time, and his father is in outstanding health.
So Freyson is part of House Demir?
Freyson is part of House Freyson.
I sorry, I got
Yeah.
confused there.
No, that's fine.
Hey, Essek Thalos, what house are you part of?
Yeah.
House Thalos.
Essek.
From what you can gather, Ylmir, it seems as though Telfin is part of House Demir.
Okay. And does House Demir mean anything to me?
Dumb ear.
You know what? Let me take a look in a book.
Is it Reading
Take
Rainbow?
a look.
In a book.
Kind of.
Rainbow.
How do you spell the house name again?
Dimir.
No, that's me. I hate myself.
You know what? Make a history check for me.
Nat 20.
All right.
Nice.
So, you have heard of House Demir before, in passing, not any direct information, but you know of them to do business, at least in trades. They are one that, recruits from around Arun, and they don't have a necessary bloodline. They are more about teaching and taking in those who may be less fortunate, the orphans and poorer folk. more often than not. Sometimes those who have been involved in great disasters have been taken in by House Demir to try and help them better themselves. But typically nothing too in depth, like that you would know off the top of your head. You just know them as particularly charitable.
They are a betrayed house. They try to do humanitarian work.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. I do have something, but I want to finish writing my notes before I forget everything. So if someone else has something, do go for it.
All right. Anyone else have something they'd like to do? Callum,
I'm Gucci.
you're vibing up here on a mast
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'll write a bit with my special ink.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna finish it tonight for practical and narrative reasons.
Oh.
I don't know.
Let's see. Voltac.
Yes.
You see Jack come up to you and kind of clasp you on the shoulder. My friend, you seem tense. Is there trouble?
Nothing more than disagreement with my party members over, let's say, their care towards the ship.
Ah, yes. A rowdy
They
bunch,
were-
for sure.
They weren't exactly forthcoming, so. And as you know, I have spent my time fixing many a ship. And while I'm sure yours could take more than the average, I would not like to have to fix something mid-sail.
Most definitely. I can understand and appreciate your concern. But don't let it weigh on you too much. Curiosity gets the best of us sometimes, and it's not unheard of. It's why I have certain protections in place. And don't be too hard on them, or yourself. You'd be surprised to find that this ship has ways of fixing itself.
Should I ever find the time, I would quite like to hear about what other tricks this ship has up its sleeve.
Sail with me enough, my friend, and you may find out. But again, don't let minor squabbles ruin good friendships. Having folks to travel with is a precious thing. That's why I keep Woodrow around. And he kind of nods to the portal at the helm. And Woodrow looks over and he's like, "Alright. Is that what you keep me around for? I thought it was because I could steer a ship well." And Jack just laughs.
I kind of notice that and go, so how long have you two been I suppose how long have you two been sailing the seas together?
Oh, Woodrow and I have known each other for the better part of, what, 4 decades now? Woodrow looks over and is like, about that, maybe a little less.
Voltac tries to like count on her fingers and kind of goes, "That's like twice my age." You see like this a genuine like, what do I do with this knowledge look?
Setsu.
What?
Genuine curiosity. What's Voltac's intelligence level?
10.
Okay.
I know how to. You
Knows
also
how
gotta
to
realize too. Voltac knows enough.
Voltac
Well, I mean,
and
10
Atlas are the
is-
same brilliant minds.
The
Yeah.
10 is average for people.
Yeah. Jack just smiles and don't break your head too much over the numbers. Elves live a long time, and well, Woodrow here has been searching for an answer for his rather shortly lived race, and I believe he's found it in his travels. So, worry not. Just 2 friends that have grown quite close. And I could not wish for a better first mate.
Well, though my time aboard this ship may come to an end once we enter port, I'm sure if you'll need of me in any way, you'll find a way.
Oh, absolutely. We'll be in touch, I'm sure. Besides, I mean, all of Arun is vastly connected by this ocean, is it not? So, you know, if you need some
I kind of lean in mid sentence and go, well, to be fair, up until some unfortunate circumstances in my home area, I didn't know anywhere else existed till recently.
Ah, well, that's entirely fair. Well, you've got, and he pulls out a map and he starts to show you the different areas of the continent of Arun and like explaining bits and pieces. He points out,
because I think he talked to me about Rivenfell and the academy there.
yes,
Or before.
he starts to point out bits and pieces. He points out the Beast Claw Mountains that are at the bottom end of Maglada, as well as Arbor Wilds that span below that. And he says, he points to Keishu. He's like, "This is where you said you were from, correct?"
Yes, it kind of like you see hesitating, Voltac trying to struggle to find the right words of, we'll say, former family lived in a small village near Keishu.
Ah, it's a nice place. The proper city of Keishu is very peaceful. Lots of culture there. The monks, they know what they're doing and how to raise a village, so to speak.
They're, in fact, the ones who sent me out this way. Well, more towards Windlet, but, well, you see where that's led me.
Windlet's a fair place. Quite filled with some, let's just say, unsavory fellows, though. The Council of Captains, they do a wonderful job running the city. However, they may not actually be running the city. If you catch my meaning. However,
Well-
if I were to recommend someplace to you, and he points over to Solvaroon, the other half of the continent, he points down to the desert area on the southern end. Mian Lo has a great culture and a wide variety of races and folk. Should you find yourself over on Solvaroon, I would give it a peek.
I'll jot it down and what else, and I'll definitely keep that in mind. Definitely looks like quite the experience to get there.
That it is, but hey, you know a great captain now. And with that, he pats you on the back and says, well, I will be taking my rest for the night. Woodrow has the helm until about midnight. Have yourself a good night. And he wanders off to his captain's quarters. All right. Cobble, you want to do something?
Yeah.
What else you want to do, boy?
The other House Freyson person that's up towards the bow.
Yes. This lady.
I'm going to go talk to them.
Okay.
This isn't the awkwardly dressed one, right?
No, this is not the awkwardly dressed one. This is
Okay.
she is dressed in the same colors as
Freyson.
Freyson. So
Okay.
you make your way up to the bow. Callum sort of nods down at you from the sails, and you approach this woman about in her late 20s, shoulder length blonde hair, and ears that aren't quite as long as Jack's, but definitely pointed.
Okay.
And in like a jade green, tunic, but she's wearing a skirt as well.
Okay.
Like a long skirt.
As when I approach her and whatnot, I'll just casually mention, so I couldn't help but overhearing that your lord's, or was it sir, I guess, I don't know, boss's, associate over there doesn't seem to think too highly of him. What is that about? Like, pardon my brashness. I'm just not used to a situation where those under people of authority could just openly criticize them in front of everyone.
She looks down at you and has a bit of a smirk on her face as she leans over the railing and starts talking, just trying to seem casual. So you've noticed him too. Yes, Telfin their relationship is strange because it's not technically one below the other. Telfin is an advisor, one of arguably equal rank to Lord Freyson. However, due to familial status, Lord House Freyson has technically higher noble authority than House Demir. And thus, in keeping good relations with House Freyson, House Demir appointed Telfin as Clyde's advisor. As much as Clyde likes to go about his own way, and Telfin doesn't necessarily agree with his methods. And Telfin is anything if not outspoken.
A very interesting way to go about that, but...
Indeed. But keeping good relations between houses, especially those who could possibly lift you into higher authority, is always necessary. One could say that Telfin is stepping beyond his means, but luckily Clyde is of well-mannered temper. And doesn't think too much on Telfin's harsh words.
That he's lucky for.
Indeed. And, well, he has us around.
That too. I don't know very many nobles out there that would take so kindly to the words that have been exchanged.
Well, your culture and Clyde's do have their differences. I know.
Oh, I'm learning that every day.
Dwarves would sooner throw fists over such squabbles, whereas humans such as Clyde would rather take a more diplomatic approach. At least, well, most of them. We all know how short-tempered humans can be.
I'll take your word on it.
Not much for the outside world.
No. This is all very new to me, and quickly learning I'm not great out at sea.
Ah, well, I'm not the best at sea either, but hopefully we don't have too much of this. I didn't quite catch your name.
My very sorry about that. My name is Hjalmir.
Hjalmir, nice to meet you. I'm Tabitha.
Nice to meet you, Tabitha.
I would say I'm an advisor, but I'm more of a secretary for Clyde.
Oh.
I take care of any day-to-day business that he may not need to see at the current moment. Meaningless politics, but anything super important, of utmost importance, obviously, I direct to him. But if it can be handled by me, I tend to do so.
Wow. It's always great getting to know new people.
Indeed. I haven't met too many dwarves, at least not in Cloudbarrow. There's plenty up in Rivenfell. Your lot likes to travel between there and your volcano domain.
We tend to stick to ourselves and try and not venture out too far from the safety of our mountain, but
A lot of safety.
there's always new adventures, I guess.
Oh, certainly. And for you to have come so far from home, I imagine that yours will take you farther still.
Yes, I think so too, but we'll just have to see where all this ends up taking me. I don't think that this will be done anytime soon.
No. But that's the part of an adventure.
I guess so. Didn't plan on going on one, but here I am.
What's the saying? Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans.
Yes, that seems very fitting.
Always is. Well, it was nice talking with you, Yolmir. I think I
Nice
will,
talking with you too, Tabitha.
I think I will head out for the night. Before
Very
I have
well.
to wake up in the middle of it to stand a watch.
Oh, it's not too bad living in the dark.
No. But
But
at least you get to see the stars out here.
that is something I'm growing quite accustomed to.
I think you'll miss it when you head back to your home. Just a little bit.
Possibly.
And with that, she smiles and gives you a small bow before excusing herself and heading down to the crew quarters to get some rest. In this time, Clyde has left the main deck of the ship and has gone below deck for whatever reasons. And you see that the man with a different colored tunic and clothing has started talking with Telfin. But the sun has fully set now, and the moons are high.
Is different colored tunic the guy that Seven pointed out to me?
Yes.
So Eve has inched a little bit closer. And I'm going into her.
Okay. So Eve makes her way over to just around where the stairs are that lead to below deck. We'll put Eve over here. And you just kind of sink in and focus with your hand on the guard, on the railing to the ship. And you're just going to listen in on their conversation?
Just listening.
All right. Telfin turns to the man and says, this boy is going to make a mockery of nobles. He does not understand the consequences of his actions. And if he doesn't change his ways soon, I may have to change them for him. And the man next to him just kind of tilts his head. But how, sir? Why would you need to go to such lengths. Telfin kind of straightens his posture. Because nobles shall not be seen as weak. And when a nail sticks out, we must hammer it back into place. And that is all that you hear of the conversation until this guy kind of nods and walks away. Lower, put him. Throw him down here.
Which one's walking away? Is it?
That is the man in the tunic, not Telfin.
Tunic. Same guy who wears the gray leather and with red stripes.
Yeah. Kind of a gray leather vest, tunic, sort of same idea.
Okay.
With red embroidery.
Okay.
We'll put him into crew quarters.
Give me 1 second to make a decision. Oh, fuck. Alright. I am out of Edith. Fuck. I am out of Eve. Oh, sorry.
Haru, are you dead? Oh no, we
Haru?
lost Haru.
Oh, maybe.
No.
Did Haru straight up fall asleep in his chair?
No, Haru's moving.
Yeah, did he fall asleep in his chair?
He absolutely did.
I'm
Haru!
Kick him.
Haru!
Call him.
Should we call him?
I'm a column.
Fucking hell.
Alright, wait for it. Pop the popcorn here.
Boy is tired.
I can't wait for the call to not wake him up.
His phone to be on silent or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like a professional streamer.
Oh.
Nope.
People fall asleep like that.
I don't know. Oh,
Oh my god.
welcome back to the land of the living there, bud.
Fuck you.
You're up, man. You're up. We had no idea that you fell asleep. We thought you lost connection. Come on.
You put me through to voicemail?
Oh.
Wow. Rude.
Mars gonna get his ass kicked now.
I got
Shit.
3 hours of sleep.
Why?
Fucking go to bed.
Hey, buddy. Try 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Both of you
both
bad.
you.
Alright, Haru. So what I want you to do, I want you to turn around.
What's up?
Look at that thing behind you in your background.
Stuff with stuff on it?
It's called
Yeah,
a
so
bed.
What I want you to do is I want you to take all the stuff off of it and use it, and we'll get back to this in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, Donut.
That's what
Haru did really fall asleep at his desk.
Yeah.
We had to call him to wake him up.
This happens
Well,
a lot
I didn't
more
know
than
that
you
you
think.
called me.
And
If
only
we
that
ever-
Haru's screen cobble.
If
We're
we
like
ever
Haru.
make a fucking clip compilation, that has to be in it.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
No, we were like, Haru, are you there? And we thought you lost internet connection again. And I'm like,
You froze
wait,
again
no.
looking at your phone or
Haru's
something.
moving. I can see Haru moving.
But, okay. Where were
Callum's
we?
up. But
Yeah, Callum's up.
No,
Man.
not yet.
Can't believe Callum just fell out of the
No.
perch.
Callum's not up, but, like,
Yeah, okay.
Callum
So,
is awake now.
I might make a small mistake here, but I'm kind of want to see this through.
Gonna
Mhm.
stab them.
So I'm gonna brandish my scimitar I have. No.
Oh.
So I'm out of Eve, and I'm going to have her come back to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna snap her out.
Okay. Poof. Gone.
I'm gonna walk up. What's this fucker's name again?
Telfin.
Telfin. I'm gonna walk.
man.
I'm gonna walk up over to Telfin.
Uh-huh.
Apologies, but I couldn't help but overhear you. And just out of morbid curiosity, I'm doing the voice I do for the other fuck. Hang on. And out of morbid curiosity, can I ask, what do you think about helping others and helping commoners that are, as you put it, below you? What makes that weak? What makes that less than?
Are you brandishing your scimitar?
No, I am not.
Okay,
I have not.
Okay.
That was a joke. That was
Okay.
a joke.
Okay.
That's a joke. That's a joke, and I have not acquired one yet.
Okay. I was about to say, who, buddy?
I
that,
know.
Morbid curiosity.
That would be like the worst timing where Atlas is pissed off with you. Fucking Voltac is pissed off with you. The two people who can take fucking hits for you are not happy with you whatsoever. So that would be a really
Vastly
bad
changes
decision.
the mood
No.
of the conversation.
Yes, I know. I haven't gotten the scimitar yet.
Okay.
I want to make that clear as well.
So, you walk up to Telfin and ask him what his deal is with, essentially.
Just why do you think it makes them lesser? He's of a noble.
He turns around and leans back against the railing. A noble's job is to be above the citizens. We are to rule them, not to associate with them. They are less because they do not have the power that we have.
Is Kavari anywhere near this?
You are on the opposite side of the ship. You are right here.
Damn it. Can I hear
So,
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dig up my dice.
8.
8.
Not really. You're having
Okay.
trouble hearing it over the waves crashing against the side of the ship.
Yeah. Okay.
by the way, I do want to also make this part pretty clear. I am not trying to be quiet, like at all.
Yeah.
Like I prefer to be making a ruckus more than anything.
Yeah. No, and he's not really being shy about it either. But I would say with an 8, it's still a bit.
Yeah.
You can hear that they're talking, but not exactly what's being talked about.
Who perceptioned it? I'm sorry.
That was Quivari. And you're up here.
Yeah, I won't hear a damn thing.
I just rolled bad. I had +2. I just rolled bad.
Yeah.
I rolled good.
A noble's right is power. And I shall not squander it, both wealth and actual power, as he kind of summons flames in his hands and then disperses them. If you're not meant to use it, then what good are you?
Damn it, I wish I was in range here.
So, I'm gonna kick this fucker off the fucking boat. God damn it.
As if I could have heard that, what I was gonna do is I was gonna cast prestidigitation and just have the smell of bullshit waft around his nose for a little while.
So, I'm taking this fucking personally. I want to make that clear as well.
Say what?
I'm taking this personally. As
That's
well.
fine.
I do want to make that clear. So, I mimic that. And I summon, like, a couple flames around my hands. So, then let me ask you. Does that make something, for example, the Edith House, which does everything it can to protect its people and help its people, less than you, less than this pitiful thing you have power to call?
Seems to me you're wasting your time.
With due fucking respect, I say the same to you. You do not deserve your power, you do not deserve your position, you do not deserve any of the fucking magic you wield.
Oh, come on, tell me I can hear this.
You're starting to pick up on the tense vibes, and I'd say you can move forward if you want. Where do you want to go, Kuvari?
I just kind of want to, go to the railing at the top of the deck there.
Over here.
Oh, I'm on the back deck. I thought it was on the front deck.
You were over here.
Okay.
So they are over here.
Mosey my way to within 10 feet, and just kind of lean against the center mast and casually just kind of sit there.
Yeah.
And if you
how best to diffuse this situation?
And if you seriously think that just because of a fucking title, you are better than any other person, any other citizen of a land that you own or otherwise, you're wrong. Somebody from the shits, from the slums, from anywhere, can walk right the fuck up to you and be a hell of a lot more powerful than you can ever dream to be.
You are right. And he kind of pushes up off the railing, standing up straight, and takes a step forward, kind of getting in your face. Anyone can rise to power. It's how I did, and I intend to make sure I stay there.
DM,
Yes.
do I see what's going on?
I'm gonna be with Haro on this. Do I hear what's going on?
I know I wouldn't hear it.
You're
But since I've
watching
been-
this unfold.
But I was about to say
Okay.
my eye has been on Arlista, so I wanted to make sure that because
No. You are absolutely on top of this.
I am. We're talking. Voltac is like, as much as Voltac dislikes what Arlista has been trying to do to the ship.
Yeah.
Voltac also hates this guy. Voltac does not like what's going on. So let's just say Voltac's gonna make her way down kind of towards Quivari and not subtly make any form of steps. Like, it's going to be like each of those steps down is loud.
Yeah.
With purpose.
22 for perception.
20. Yeah, you notice this. You
Am
have turned around and are watching this unfold. If the other
this guy front on our mage, yeah.
Yeah, if the other two of you want to make perception checks to see if you see this, Ylmir
13
and
for me.
Atlas.
13 for Atlas.
Yeah, you would notice this too and have gone.
Yeah, I want to go to the rail. Yeah.
To the rail. Kabbalopoulos, are you with us?
I am.
You want to make that perception check?
Perceive.
What the fuck number is that?
That's a 1, boy.
Don't think they added any new ones.
That is 1 or 7. Would
It's
be
the
my
one
guess.
in between 5 and 6.
Oh shit, when did we
I
start?
think it's a 5.
11 D2.
What is it?
Hold on. 7. 7 total.
7 total.
Yeah.
So the DC on this is really low because it's getting heated now. So you are all aware, even you, Quivari, are now aware of this conversation.
I want to know what the noble lady thinks.
Can I cast Prestidigitation now?
Is there anyone like
the only
along...
other two people up on the deck right now are Woodrow and the lookout, who is up in the crow's nest.
Is there so I'm assuming that there isn't anyone like behind this asshole, like
no,
from my line of sight.
no, there it is railing.
Please be careful. Please be careful.
I want to cast prestidigitation.
You want to cast Prestidigitation? Okay.
I want to draw a little dick on his forehead. No.
As soon as he takes a step towards Aralista, can I have a bolt pass right in front of his face?
Oh no.
Oh no, a called shot.
Oh no.
No, that's too close. That's too
That's
close.
way too close.
That's so
Make
fucking close to both of me.
That's
And
one thing. Not only
make-
that, you're probably
make
equally to
a
hit Aralista.
sleight of hand, followed by an attack roll.
God damn it.
Oh God!
Yeah, it's a shit roll.
Are your bones made of glass?
Okay, sleight of hand.
First, a sleight of hand check, just to see if
That
you can
is a 21.
okay.
Okay.
Natural
Okay,
18
thank
plus
God.
3.
make your attack roll.
Let's equip that bow.
This is where
baby.
the fucking one comes.
This is where the one comes
Fuck
in.
no, baby. I've got this.
kill the noble.
Got this
This is where
I got this
this is where
halfling luck,
Callum
baby.
headshots
I
Aralista.
have a lot of health. I don't have a lot of health.
This is where the crossbow just snaps apart in your hand.
I don't.
That is a 20 some.
Thank Christ.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
You okay over there?
Sorry, I just wanted to throw up because I didn't want to fucking start this shit off. This was gonna be bad.
So as he steps in front of you, and says his words, a bolt. You use a crossbow or you use just a regular bow? And
I
arrow?
just have my longbow, baby.
Yeah. Okay, so
Crossbow bolt?
I'm like,
bolt.
you said a bolt, so I'm like, are you
Oh,
using
an
a
arrow.
crossbow? So like an
That-
arrow. All right, so
Yeah,
an arrow
an arrow.
goes right between you two, Aralista, and sticks into the hull of the ship.
And then the ship bites back.
And Telfin kind of looks up in the corner of his eye at you, Callum.
You're right. Anyone can get power.
Let me
Innocent.
ask you.
Well, okay, hold on. Would Callum actually hear that, or was that based
No,
on
Callum
perception?
absolutely heard it.
Okay,
Callum rolled a
yeah.
22 on a perception check.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah.
Sentinel.
You're
Sentinel's
all
intuition,
you're all
bitch.
hearing this conversation go down.
Let me ask you. When it comes down to it, after everything is said and done, when the armies you've hired are, who's going to be there to stand by your side? Who's going to be there to help you?
Yeah, dickhead.
Well, obviously, the strong and the weak shall fall beneath our feet.
Voltac like
You-
chuckles pretty loud.
You
And
do not
Um,
you do not understand what it means to be strong or weak.
Would you like
Al-
to put
also-
that to the test? As he
Voltac is like fists in hand, like
as he
cracking
What else
knuckles.
would they be?
as you see energy swirl around his hand, and he whips his arm out to the side, and in a crackle of black flame, you see a blade made of shadow appear in his hand.
I'm immediately gonna draw another arrow.
Man,
I'm pulling Maul off my back.
And he brandishes it at you and is, if you would like me to prove my point, I would be more than happy to. Commoner.
I'm going to now put my hand on his thing with, give me 1 second.
Honest thing.
On his thing.
Like right.
Damn.
Sorry. Right here.
Kinky.
Right
Uh-huh.
here. Just pushing him back a little bit. And I am just trying to find the. Oh, none of them require materials. So that's gonna be very fucking fun.
So you're casting a spell at him.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Well, what exactly are you trying to do?
I was seeing what materials were required for burning hands, but I don't think anything is because it's a racial trait.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put my hand kind of around here, push him back a little bit. Watch who you
Can I
call
do
a
something?
fucking commoner,
Can I do something?
bitch.
Yes, Quivari, if you would like to do something.
Can I cast Tensor's floating disc in between the two of these, like on its side?
Yes.
Put a nice 3-foot circular plane of force in between the two of them.
Yes, you can.
I'll eat that spell slot.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So as you go to push him away, this disc of I would say translucent force energy appears between you and kind of releases you take a second from the rage and notice that your companions are all but surrounding this man. And Telfin kind of looks around and takes note and dismisses the blade. Well, it seems that your friends wouldn't like to see you be put in your place. So for now, I will retreat.
For now and forever. My
We
name
will
is
see.
My name is Aralista Edith, and I am the royal. I am. Try thinking of words in my actual head. And I am the heir of the House of Edith. For the Moonweaver, in me on low. Watch your fucking tongue.
He looks up. He kind of looks at you up and down. A desert rat. I thought so. And walks away.
Oh, if I wasn't chaotic good, he would not be on the boat.
You're chaotic. You could do it. So we got pissy nobles on this ship. Not just 2, 3.
Man,
Not 3, not 4, but
day 3 is just full of fun to.
I
We're
was
gonna
ready to
blaze through
go.
days 4 and 5. Nothing big happened.
we're gonna roll an 8, baby.
Kivaria's over here. Red wire, green wire. Red wire, green wire. Fuck, how do I defuse this?
I was surprised it ended up being one of us. I was fully expecting Jack to somehow know what was going on and walk out and just fucking end this shit.
I had hold person ready.
I mean, if you want,
I had Maul ready to go.
As soon as the arrow hit the deck, Jack knew.
Yeah.
It was
Maul was
either
off my back.
it was either the arrow or I was gonna burn a spell with charm person.
I think you
got
made
it
the
in
right
the
choice.
kobold this
Even
time.
though you nearly fucking shot Aralista, I think you made the right
I've
choice.
got a
To have
I've
a
got a-
beautiful
Wow,
arrow
that
just
was
go
that was
right
over
between them.
20 on both rolls. Callum
No,
was
it
like
was-
on point.
It was a 21 for sleight of hand, 20 to hit.
I
Or
am
to
so
not
happy
perfect.
you rolled good. I am so fucking happy you rolled
That would have
good.
been really funny if you didn't.
Rolled 1, fucking shot. Ah, god damn it!
That would have diffused the situation pretty good.
Yeah, right. So
Whereas the other option, what I was gonna do is I was gonna jump behind him and tap his shoulder and just be like, "Bitch, strength comes in numbers."
Alice was gonna be like, if there wasn't so much talking, I was gonna be like, I'll show you fucking strength. Off the boat.
We'll
Do
show
one
you
second,
strength.
1 second
despite
to turn on light.
yeah.
I'm washed out as fuck.
Despite Telfin's departure, there is still a palpable tension on the main deck of the Indigo Canary.
I'm off the front bow and I'm walking down to Aralista and I'm gonna straight up say, what the fuck was that about?
So, Aralista is just going to take a breath. Telfin's planning on killing. What's Clyde's last name?
Freyson.
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 I don't have my book open because I have food right here. Telfin's planning on killing Freyson. More likely than not right now.
Not all that surprising.
No, but I feel like we need to get on it. We are here to protect Freyson, as far as not Telfin.
Well then.
We're just gonna move
Volta-
all y'all
Vol-
over
Volta-
here.
Vol-
We're just gonna
Vol-
get everybody in a group.
Voltac's just gonna kind of like
Everybody huddles up, and then I'm
Look
just standing
at,
there in the middle,
uh,
looking up.
Yeah.
I'll
Kind
put our
of
arms
like
around each other and then
looks
we'll
at-
have
looks
my
at-
arm all the way down here for fucking Yalmir.
Or that,
we'll
or it's
lift Yolmir up.
it's like the circle of shirt hangers in like department stores, and you hide in the middle.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have you in the middle and we'll all be leading down towards you. Okay, this is what our game plan is here, you know.
Man, one fireball can end all of us.
I
I have
go.
a plan. I
Fucking
have a dumb
true.
plan, but I have a plan.
Voltac goes, well, as long as this thing, like, gently strokes the blade of the great axe, ends up in, someone, I think we'll be okay.
The issue is we have to be careful.
Is that a is that one of them? Is that one of y'all's euphemisms?
If we don't take care of this, if we don't take care of this properly, instead of being on the bad end of one noble house, we'll be on the bad end of two.
So I have a dumb plan.
All right.
What's your
It's a dumb
plan?
plan. It's incredibly dumb. There's no way in hell that this could work. But hey, there's a couple of lockable rooms downstairs. Why don't we get Freyson to go hide in the room, and I can disguise myself as Freyson, and we can see what happens tonight.
That would require
That would require-
interesting, but that would require us to convince, and I do not think Freyson will be on watch.
I think. Good plan. It's a good plan. The one issue is we have to make sure Freyson is on board, because if, in all honesty, after today, I don't really want to piss him off.
Mhm. It all matter of convincing.
That and somebody's gonna have to get into the locked rooms downstairs without setting off, the bomb. And then
That's
Well,
That's
hide
you
them in there.
two. You can easily get in.
I suppose would talking to the captain be out of the question? Because, well, he's definitely going to notice us going in the second time. And I looking directly at our list and Guavar.
I'll
Second
say this:
time.
if anyone's talking to him, which I think would be a good idea, at least we have this information. That should be on you.
Let's look over and correct. No, third time.
You're the one person who's on good.
I
decent
snap
standing with
over.
Jack.
I snap over to Guavar and fucking excuse me. You
By
want
the
to try
way,
that one again?
I do want. I am very quickly pointing out. I am not looking at any of them. have the symbol and maneuver in my hand. And I'm just fiddling with it.
Yeah. All
I'll
right.
say this. Shit. Now I forgot his fucking name. God damn it.
Which one?
Tell Pompous Ass.
Tell
Um, Yes, I know. I'm actually saying Pompous Ass. Pompous Ass would be an idiot to do anything on this boat now. No matter how confident he is,
Wow.
we're on to him. Nothing can happen tonight. Freyson's already gone to bed. We wouldn't be able to. We'd have to wake him up. They are not on the same shift each time. They don't shift, so we have to get Freyson during the day at some point when he's alone, and that would require our best convincers.
Wow.
Spoiler alert, not me.
Also, the one he was talking to about potentially killing Freyson, it's the one you noticed. Keep an eye.
Which one?
Man with gray leather and red stripes on him. He is not Freyson's. He is Pompous Ass's man.
Okay.
Noticed him the other night. He was wearing much different clothes than I had, and we had some wonderings. I informed our list of it.
All right.
So keep
Tense
special
moment,
attention.
y'all.
Yeah.
Is that you saying it, or is it like Jack coming up?
What?
And
No, that's me
Honestly-
saying it. It's like, damn,
Honestly, I was fully expecting Jack to come out because Jack just disappeared.
y'all. Jack went
Jack-
to bed.
I know.
Jack went to sleep.
Well, my assumption was Jack somehow knew about it, and Woodrow fucking knows. Woodrow absolutely saw what was going on.
Woodrow knows.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
No, I'm saying this in character.
Okay.
Does anybody know fucking Jack's shift to swap with Woodrow? Woodrow can't stay on Helm all night, so they have to swap at some point.
Was Jack on shift with any of us?
I know the answer to this, but Atlas can't answer it.
I know the answer as well, but
It's not on my notes.
For the love of God, who knows this? Fucking speak, please.
please, please, because one person knows this.
Listen, I went to sleep. I was just told when to get up.
Wait, were you not part of this conversation?
You were.
But not for night shifts. I literally said, "Let me know when I'm up," and then.
No. Our Alyssa just asked if anyone knows when Jack is swapping with Woodrow.
Yeah, for shifts.
That's the main question right now. Like when their shift is swapping. Because Jack just went to bed. And they swap shifts.
I mean, there is a turtle on the helm. There's a turtle on the helm.
Voltac?
No,
Voltac?
Who, by the way, is just seeing us all huddled together.
Voltac just kind of points up and goes, I mean, man, a few words, but you might get enough out.
I think we
Okay,
should.
you go with somebody.
We should just inform. The more people who know, the better.
I'm staying here. A couple people go talk to him, see what the fuck he's thinking.
Okay.
I can attempt to, but, well, apart from helping out here and there on the ship, haven't really talked to him a whole lot.
You've talked to them more than anyone else has. Other than maybe Callum.
Regardless, I think some of us just need to ask, and I think you will be the one most likely to get info out.
Okay.
Well, does anyone else wish to,
I can come up with you, but just you talking, I think, would be better.
That is fair. I just would prefer to have more people with the information.
I mean,
our list of Voltac, go.
I will come up with you, but regardless of outcome, we're gonna come back here and
Yes.
chat with the rest.
All right.
So make our.
We'll have you guys move up into the. So Arlissa and Voltac make their way up to the helm, to talk with Woodrow.
Your
By the way,
camera is on your face. By
I
the way.
know.
Okay, just make sure.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know where I am. No.
By the way, before we go up,
Good, because I'm always confused.
Yeah.
Jet.
Yes.
Before we go up, over to the not the stairway down, but just below it, on some barrels or something where Eve can be slightly tucked away, but watching for anybody who would come up.
Come up. So you're gonna have. Hold on. You want Eve to go down into the below deck area.
Where did Fuckface go?
Fuckface went to bed.
Watching that.
We have two of Freyson's people, along with Freyson and the chef down in the below deck area. So
did Fuckface and Fuckface's guard go to the same place?
yes.
Eve is not right at the door watching, but a little bit of ways, a little hidden and watching.
From the sleeping quarters?
Just from the sleeping quarters, wherever Eve can see at the door, and
Yeah.
Eve will notify me.
Eve has just kind of gone into the corner near the stairs that go up to the bow. And as you guys make your way to the helm. All right, so you approach Woodrow. I'm just kind of messing with the figure so I can keep track of everything. He looks over at you both. Things get a bit tense down there, I see.
That's fortunately seem to have avoided any bloodshed, as it were. We were wondering, however, do you by chance know when the captain will take watch of the ship?
Well,
Take over the helm. You need to go
Take
sleep
over the
at some
helm.
point, no?
you're very right. I'll be heading down about midnight when the captain comes back up.
You see the eureka moment of Voltac finally remembering that little tidbit of information. He goes, I look over Alice and go, I knew I forgot something.
I knew. Okay, got it.
My apologies for causing such a ruckus upon your deck.
It's fine. If something were to come about, I expect y'all would be able to handle it, as you were hired to do. Meanwhile, it is my job to keep steering the ship.
I love this guy.
I kind of
He has the same vibe as Stan Lee in that one Spider-Man movie, where he's just in the library.
This is all real fights going on in the background.
Just listening to music. Was it?
Yeah.
I was muted.
Yes,
yeah,
you
you were.
Damn it.
were. Yeah.
So with that, so we know shift. Got it. No shift change will happen. You mentioned when shift change is gonna change.
Yeah, midnight.
Yeah,
Yes. Him. So Jack and Woodrow shift at midnight. And will be, because Jack doesn't require a lot of sleep as being an elf. And the rest of you are on the same schedule that you were, unless you wish to change shifts.
So we probably are going to change. I'm gonna encourage them to change a few things, but before that, thank you for letting us know. By the way, we believe that Freyson, Freyson's life may potentially be in danger because of I can't think of the noble's name again.
Telfin.
Telfin. We think Freyson's life may be in danger because of Telfin.
Heard more than a few things that could be construed as dangerous.
I will inform the captain. It is not, as I said, it is not my place to get involved. However, should the captain deem necessary, I will. But you all had to lend a hand to Lord Freyson, and I hope you would be able to handle it. Should
Absolutely.
something occur.
We absolutely will.
The last thing I would want is a man as skillful as yourself in steering a ship to have to get your hands dirty in such stupid matters as this.
It's better for you to know and be informed than something as big as this potentially tarnishing your name.
Well,
Something none of us would want.
let me assure you, out here on the high seas, titles mean very little.
No.
But that one sure does.
I am very well aware of that. Do not trust me on this. I am very, very well aware of that. But titles do mean something when you are back on land.
That they do,
What-
which is why I prefer the sea.
Fair.
And he just sort of smiles a bit, both hands still on the helm.
a kind of seeing as this as a good time as any to end the conversation. I'm just gonna kind of lightly, like, pat him on the back and go, I'll have to hear some of your tales sometime. After all, I'm sure you've been with Jack as long as he's had this ship.
Just about. One day. And he nods as you walk away. And I don't know where you want to head. Just
We are heading.
I'll put
we
you
are-
back down on the main deck.
Yes, we are heading back to the group.
Okay. So y'all going back to the group, back to chill, with your little football hustle or huddle.
Okay.
So who's the quarterback?
Atlas.
Probably Atlas. Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, for what?
No, it's
Don't
worry about
a football huddle. So I asked who's the quarterback.
Oh, it'd absolutely be me. No doubt. By the end of this, I'm going to have the highest strength to toss that ball down the fucking field. So,
So,
Okay. So, Jack and Woodrow stop at midnight. I say we take a double shift at midnight.
I'm in agreement with that.
I am fine with also being one of the people on watch when that shift happens. As we've discussed before, I feel like I'm one of the few people who have had the most dealings and discussions with both Jack and Woodrow.
I think it should be you two again. And both of you at 12 o'clock.
okay.
I have no complaints.
So, who wants to take the first watch?
What was my watch the last night?
You were-
You were third watch.
It was
Third.
second
I'll
time.
take. I'll take third again.
That's
Okay,
supposed
that
to
would
mean-
be around the midnight time.
So then me,
wait.
Voltac,
Oh,
Yeah, because
would that be nighttime?
because there's 6 of you.
Yeah, by the way, we're probably spreading these watches out around an hour and a half each because we're taking a double watch, 2-person
Mhm.
watch.
So, I would say
Oh, wouldn't one be 2 hours?
You mental math, will you take me as straight?
it would be if you wanted to keep everybody else with a normal schedule, you would have the 2 that are taking that mid shift do
2
a
hours.
3-hour shift.
Okay.
Oh. Can we do a 2-hour shift and then 2 folks have a hour and a half?
You can do that.
Wouldn't it be to get full 8 hours? Wouldn't we need 4 1.5 and then 1 2-hour? Or
I mean, we can also just sleep another hour and a half.
Yeah.
We are on a boat. If anything happens, we will be jolted awake. Like, even with the lack of movement and the ward on the boat, if something big enough hits the boat will shake.
someone not awake after that would be a bad idea if all of us were asleep.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make it work to where somebody's awake at all times.
Yeah, that'll be the last person taking the watch. So it's like we go, like, if we normally go to like 8 o'clock, for example, we would just go to 9 o'clock, and one person would be awake from the 7:30 to 9 o'clock part.
That would hold on. There'd be 5 shifts.
Mm-hmm.
That would just be 2-hour shifts each.
Yeah.
To
can
get
do
full
that.
8 hours. Yeah.
You can do that.
It's just 2 hours because each person needs to be awake for 2 hours, so they need 8 hours sleep. So it's just 5 2-hour shifts. That's what it is.
Okay.
I don't know why we're making this so complicated. Yeah, we'll just do 5 2-hour shifts.
Okay. So, who wants to take the first watch?
I guess Alice will.
All right. So we have Atlas, and then second.
That's not the midnight one then.
No,
The third is.
Third will be the midnight shift,
Just making sure.
and then
Oh,
Callum,
Muted.
you're muted.
I'll take 4th shift.
Okay. So we have Arliss and
Voltac at third.
Voltac taking third, and then we have Callum taking 4th. So we have the second and final shift.
Oh, then I'll take second.
Okay.
Then I can
So-
take last.
Yep. So we'll have Yolmir and then Quivari. Okay. So all at 2 hours each to cover 10 hours total. So, all right. Then y'all disperse for the night, I imagine.
Yeah. I've got nothing to do. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Not really.
I'm trying to think. Should we develop a plan of action in case something does happen and, like, Freyson does attack?
Start whacking.
Freyson gets attacked, rather.
Start whacking.
Yeah, just start whacking. We go in.
Start whacking, yell. Make noise, and then we'll wake up and come out and beat the out of whoever's causing trouble.
Yeah, no, I think that's good enough. Yeah, it's like, what other plan do we need then? If something happens, start punching.
There's not a whole lot we can do to, warn people. So
I mean, that's typically our destiny plans, and look, we complete how many fucking races?
it's true.
Just start shooting.
Start shooting to the solve.
Anyway, I started
Just-
blasting.
Start clicking them heads, y'all.
All right. So, I would say everybody heads to bed for the night. We're gonna have some people shift around. Well, there's always gonna be someone in the crow's nest, and then there's always gonna be somebody on the helm. The only people that would be wandering around the deck would be Freyson's men or Telfin's men. Or Telfin's guy. So
That's right. Before we go away,
mm-hmm.
before we go and go to sleep, I asked them, should we tell some of Freyson's men that he may potentially be in danger?
We leave that for now. We deal with the captain first, in my opinion. The immediate, that shit will spread around. I have a feeling from the lookout and Jack and Woodrow. I suggest we leave it for the moment. We don't know fully what's going on. I don't know. I personally wouldn't right now, till daytime.
Okay, we leave it alone.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk to the captain, see what the fuck's going on, and then we can decide from there. Yes. No, I do agree. That is a good idea.
All right. Then we will do this. All right. So we will start first watch of the night with Atlas. So Atlas, where do you want to be on the boat?
Away from you, next to the door for the sleeping area.
So like up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be leaning on the railing / up against the wall there. Yeah.
All right, so you're
there.
up there. Let me switch my camera into the big view. So you're up here, and then we're going to have the lady that Yolmir was talking to up here. Yeah, let's have her over here actually. She's just kind of chilling. And go ahead and make any kind of make a perception check. For your total watch of 2 hours.
It's not a bad thing. 20. It's a miracle.
All right. I would say nothing too much happens. Despite the tension that the evening had, the beginning of the night is rather quiet.
Yeah.
You see the lady pace about the deck a bit, but she doesn't look nervous or anything, just more tired than not.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that your watch goes off with little to nothing.
And I haven't heard anything coming from the sleeping area
No.
that would be of concern? Okay.
Besides Voltac snoring, no.
Oh, that's nice to hear. All night during my shift.
Not really a concern though, so you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so... Yeah, no, I think... I'm the one who said not to talk to anybody. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything special.
Yeah, you not talking to
Nah.
the lady or anybody, so...
That's not Atlas.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Then next up is Yolmir. Where would you like to be placed, good sir?
Probably close to the railing, like towards the center of the ship.
So like
Like-
here?
Towards the middle of the ship, but towards the railing.
Okay, so like there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any preferred side?
Other side.
This side? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. You want to go ahead and make your perception check for your watch. I will say that you see Tabitha as you are walking out for your watch. She is heading back in, and she gives you a brief smile and then goes about her way.
Oh, I'll give her a small nod as she heads in.
And there is what'd you roll for your perception check?
16.
16. Okay. All you notice is a guy dressed in like I'd say almost half plate. You've seen him about the ship. He's got the mark of Freyson on his armor, but it's not like the greens that you'd see. It's actual armor. It is that would go into that you would see on more like knights and stuff. Not quite as fancy, but like it's metal armor as compared to any leathers. But he's very clearly of House Freyson. And he's up on the bow for most of your shift. He kind of wanders between here and the railing to just keep an eye over the doorway and the hole that goes below deck, as well as the captain's quarters, the helm, and all that. So he kind of gets that wide view. Is there anything you wish to do with your time on your watch?
Not particularly, not until I go to wake up the others.
Okay. Then I would say that your watch is relatively quiet as well. It's you've talked to a fair amount of Freyson's friends and even Lord Freyson himself, and you're starting to get the idea that while his views on things differ much from the culture of the dwarves, it is a welcome difference. And you definitely see... I would think that Ylmir would see him as someone worth protecting.
Yeah, definitely.
But your watch goes off. No real issues. And then that means Voltac and Aralista, you are up with Woodrow heading below into the captain's quarters, and out comes Jack to take post at the helm.
As I go to wake up Aralista and Voltac, I'm going to use Eyes of Night and give them both dark vision for 300 feet.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Am I high?
Cool.
Right.
That's neat.
I think we
Yeah,
both are.
fucking good.
It only lasts for the first hour of your watch, not both, but better than nothing.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
This is
It's,
gonna
it's
take
like in
some
Minecraft when you drink the night vision potion and you're like, holy shit, I can see forever.
Yeah.
I can see through time.
A question: Is this? Can we also see colors, or is this just typical dark vision where it's black and white?
Standard dark vision.
Got it.
Well, so my dark vision specifically says it is dim light, not necessarily black and white.
Let me check my dark vision.
I look down at Ylmir and go, have you always been able to do this?
Yeah.
I like to imagine that you
Whoa.
touch their legs to cast it.
Just kind of poked them.
Looks up at Voltac, lift me.
There's a poke. There's like two pokes, and all of a sudden, both Aralista and Voltac think they're high.
So with your waking, the man in armor wakes up, the guard you know to be associated with Telfin. He's wearing the gray leathers with red embroidery in it.
Oh no.
And he comes out and wanders below deck as you both start your watch.
How long does this last? Hang on.
And I assume you have Eve with you.
Yes, Eve. Eve is resting on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can be a really big fucking prick.
Pizza.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going
Pizza?
to. I'm not fucking evil.
I can't get pizza though, because I'm in 2 feet of snow.
Sucker.
Make your own.
Steal one.
Oh, I could just mage hand them off,
Just-
though.
Just download
What,
a
does he
pizza.
weigh less
You
than
could
30
not.
pounds?
I could push him.
Does he weigh less than 30 pounds?
Does he weigh? I think it's actually 5 pounds of force.
Oh, 5. Does he weigh less than 5 pounds?
Yeah.
I think the better question is, can he be knocked off balance by 5 pounds of force?
It's 10. It's
10
10
pounds.
pounds. of
10
force.
pounds, yeah.
It's 10
It's
pounds.
10
Ooh.
pounds of force. Okay.
So if you do get hit by
Ooh.
something traveling relatively fast that is 10 pounds.
It's a solid
He'd
blow.
it's a solid blow, but he'd have to roll a 1 on the fucking save.
Yeah. That
Or I
dex
could just
save
hit him
would
with
not
a
be very
floating
high.
disc.
It would have to hit him in, like, the toe.
I could just hit him with a floating disc. That's 500 pounds.
You could just cut him in half.
Out of curiosity,
Sup.
Yeah.
how heavy is a keg of gunpowder? This is for something else, because this
This is for science.
What is this divinity resistant
Are
tool?
you gonna look up
I
right
will let
now
you
the
know that
player's handbook?
a cask of ale weighs 70 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
A gunpowder keg is 20 pounds.
Brilliant.
There you
Okay,
go.
Thank you. Okay. That is for future reference, just in case something else does happen, because I just was reminded of it. Sorry, that was complete side tangent.
Fuck, are you thinking what
Because, like, because gunpowder kegs aren't sold in, like, the idea of, like, if you see National Treasure. They're not those gigantic kegs that actually hold whiskey and ale and stuff that happen to be filled with gunpowder. No, they're sold in tiny little
about this
casks.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About this big. Like that's what I'm expecting, because I did
People
have
don't
a-
like it when their entire powder keg blows up because of one lit match.
Yeah.
Weird. No. Okay. So I am. Do you have dark vision? Hang on.
I mean, both of you do now.
Yeah, but there are 3 of us here. Yes, you do. Eve is off my shoulder.
Okay.
And what race does this guy look?
Looks to be human.
Eve is off my shoulder, perched on the thing about 55. How big is the boat? About 50 feet away, if I can. As far as Eve can get without really, with being able to be hidden, but still being able to
Perched
see
up
it.
on the main mast. Yeah.
Yeah, if like she can get up on the main mast or something.
18 times 5.
90.
There
90
you go.
feet.
90 feet wide.
So yeah, the mast would be about 45 feet
So
away.
Eve can see most of it. Yeah. So where can you point him out again?
He went below deck.
No, the guy who swapped with him.
Oh, the like guy in armor.
Yeah.
The guy in armor went to bed.
No. Hang on.
Okay. The-
Where'd you put
Telfin's
the-
boy.
The
Telfin's car?
Telfin's
Yeah.
guy went below deck.
But didn't you say that the guard associated with Telfin came out during our watch?
Yes, he came out
Yeah.
during
He
your
went
watch
down.
and went below deck.
Okay.
I don't.
Eve is all right. No, okay. Eve is
Wait.
following.
I was like, what about that is so hard to comprehend?
I was getting confused.
I'm like,
No, he's on watch. I'm confused where he went during his watch. No, that's
Yeah.
me.
yeah,
okay.
no. He went down below deck.
No, yeah, Eva's just watching. Like, Eva's just following, staying at a slight distance where she can stay hidden and watching.
Okay, I'm gonna put Eve on a barrel underneath the stairwell. Just kind of keeping an eye on him. Okay.
Yep.
Make a perception check for Eve.
I am using you, actually.
Are you using the duck dice?
I'm using the duck dice now. I was using my lucky dice before, but...
Quack, quack.
That's a 19!
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
That's a 19 plus a fox's... What is it for perception? A plus 3! That's a
22.
22.
Okay. So, Eve is just keeping an eye on him?
For now. If anything happens, she alerts me.
Okay. Are you two doing anything up here? Voltac and Aralista?
For now, we're just waiting for...
Jack's
or at
up
least
there.
I am. For now, we're just waiting for Jack to get comfortable, get back into what he normally does, etc. And then we're gonna come over and talk to him.
Okay. During this time, Eve comes back up to you. And through whatever find familiar telepathy,
I believe it is. Telepathy through find familiar.
conveys through emotion that the guy just went into one of the storage rooms.
One of the storage rooms?
One of, a storage room.
And he's the guy that's supposed to be on watch, correct?
Yes.
Relay that to Voltac.
Okay.
I kind of like look over and then I go, all right. So we have one of two ways. We have two options at this point. I feel like we can continue as we are, go up to Jack and notify him of the situation, but lose time on other person, or can Eve still monitor the storeroom or the door the man went into? Because if so, then we might be able to still watch for what might transpire while either I or you or whoever goes up there and discusses things, because as it stands, we might be literally dealing with a ticking time bomb.
I think we are dealing with a little ticking time bomb. Eve can't see through doors. We need to...
But can Eve at least notify us? Because he's going to have to come back out.
But what if he doesn't need to come back out? What if one of the things we're transporting is a magical piece of shit? Fuck!
Magical
Well,
piece
then.
of shit.
We know we have to...
Well then, Voltac just kind of like, does like the hands down like the sides and like points at the, like accentuating the axe and the hand axes at the side and go, it's not exactly my wheelhouse, and we all know, well, how I've dealt with that word you keep throwing around.
Okay.
I can do this. Magic. There we go.
I think
I think we have to be fast with this. We have to go inform Jack of two things. One. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm eating as well. Of two things. One, we have to inform him that Freyson's life may be in danger. While that's going on, Eve is gonna run down and watch the door. While Eve is watching the door, we also have to inform him that this guy just went into a storage room during his guard shift, whatever the fuck he's supposed to be doing.
And I'm going to hope that either A, this isn't the first time this has happened, and B, that because you went into one of the rooms, right?
I went into two. So there were two rooms. There was Freyson's stuff. That's where Jack came in and was like, hey, what are you guys doing in here? Blah, blah, blah. Asked us kindly to leave, so we did. That was one of the rooms. The other room had a big fucking crate of gunpowder. And that's what was in that room.
Oh.
So...
Oh no.
See why I'm worried.
Why don't you put that in the more protected room?
Fuck, that was the room that was unlocked too! Oh no, okay. DM, with the 22 Eve had, would she have been able to see if he had to unlock the door? Or would she not be able to even convey that to me?
Does she have dark vision?
60 feet.
He had a key.
A tad less worried. But still worried nonetheless.
I say for now, let's have Eve watch, go up there, discuss with the captain, figure out a game plan from there. Because at this point, we can go around in circles all day and then not have enough time to do anything about it once if anything happens.
Indeed, I agree. I'm going to send Eve down. Yeah, I'm going to go send Eve down. We inform the captain of everything that's going on right now.
Okay. So, Eve runs back down, or skitters back down into the belly of the ship, keeping a vigilant watch on the door that Telfin's associate went into. And you two head up to here to talk with Jack. Our Voltac and your curious pink friend, Arlista, was it?
Indeed.
What can I do for you? A lovely night, isn't it?
Indeed.
Voltac kind of like looks up, remembers the dark vision thing, goes, I can see so far.
It's like, it's fucking dim for us. It's like gone. We're like, we can see.
Pardon. Yomir, did something and, well, my vision is,
improved?
Yes. That would be a word.
All of us have normal dark vision as well, so it's just like an improvement upon
It's
that.
like 360 feet at this point.
You can
It
see
does
forever.
It doesn't add 300 feet. It replaces it with 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the difference is our dark light, our at least
vision.
mine, our dark vision is
It goes from 60 to 300.
300.
no, it's 60, but at least mine is also black and white and grayscale.
Yeah.
I do not know.
No, I'm double checking that right now without my class because I can't find it on my character sheet, but I do remember it being different.
Once
Yeah.
we can see in dim light with the radius as if it were. You can see in dim light within the radius as if it were bright light, and darkness as if it were dim light. Once again,
Okay, so you
certain
have-
colors only shades of gray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So he says, "Lovely night, isn't it? What can I do for you? What brings you up to the helm?"
I'm going to hopefully assume that your kind first mate Woodrow discussed, or at least briefly told you of our concerns we had from earlier in the day.
He did tell me there was a bit of an argument on the main deck, but that it seemed to resolve itself peacefully.
Well,
The argument resolved itself, but what caused the argument may not have.
Oh,
We have reason to believe that. I'm getting name again because I can't remember this.
Telfin.
Felton, thank you. His name in my head has just resulted in fuckface.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
You just hear Kwavari from the background. Not wrong.
We have reason to believe that Felton is possibly plotting to kill Freyson.
At least do. Volta kind of just waves the hands in there. Something.
Indeed.
Either way, not the type of conversation for say picnics out on the deck.
And what's worse,
Go ahead.
and what's worse, in my opinion, is that one of Freyson. Nope, not Freyson. One of the Thessins.
Telfin.
Telfins.
Telfin, thank you. One of Telfin's personal guards has gone to one of the storage rooms during their watch.
Well, good help is hard to come by. Obviously for Telfin more so. However, the words you say are, if true, are concerning. However, it is merely my duty to see Lord Freyson to Cloudbarrow. And I assume in one piece. I can't imagine anything happening between the two. They seem, well, at odds. I have yet to see any active hostility towards the young lord, but I will keep an eye. And if something were to happen, I mean, what else am I paying you for but to handle it?
Indeed. And now, this is just for full permission. If something were to happen, we are allowed to engage against Felson if need be.
I mean, if that's what it takes to protect the person you are hired to protect, then yes.
Okay.
Cracks knuckles.
Yeah.
However, I will tell you that should a fight occur, a ward will appear on defending the helm from any attacks.
This bitch is gonna set up a spectator dome on the fucking helm.
The
He's just
thunder.
gonna watch.
The ship must continue on. It cannot stop until it is at its
Can't
destination.
stop, won't stop.
I can't.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
I look over Voltac and not Voltac, Arlista and go, oh,
I protect my ship
Say-
and my crew.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
well, we at least may have found a safe space for Lord Freyson should things get dicey.
Indeed. So, I'm gonna bring that up later, actually. Indeed. At least it's more comforting to me that we have permission to fight, just in case anything does happen.
Well, I would hope you'd have permission. You've been hired to do a job. And
Yeah.
protecting somebody may involve fighting, yes.
I kind of Voltac kind of just like, kind of like looks at one of the railings and just goes, just quietly goes, but it's such a nice ship.
No,
two people with very different views on this ship.
No, the ship is beautiful. I hate every single piece of magic that's been cast upon it. No. Fucking. Apologies. No, to clarify, I meant fighting people involved in his entourage. I was personally uncertain if our job was strictly for Freyson or if it involved others. But now that it seems that it only involves Freyson, I will.
Indeed.
I will not be hesitant.
Your job, in its entirety, is to protect the Lord. Anyone else that may or may not get caught in the crossfire. I'm sorry, but they're fodder. One should.
Paul!
it is not of an issue of rank or of status. It is merely survival of the fittest. And
Man, this one's a Darwinism simp too. God damn it.
however, I have faith in you and your friend's ability to take care of any unwanted happenings aboard the ship. And hopefully you stop trying to punch holes in my ship. That was a little worrying. Why below the waterline? Like, Jesus, seriously.
Voltac like whips around and goes below.
Out of character. Out of character. I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot the storage room was below the waterline. Like, out of character, that is exactly what happened.
Like, the waterline is like at it. The water just is below the railing here. Like,
Jesus Christ!
Well, we're talking like Voltac is like just flabbergasted at you.
This shit fucking sucks. The waterline's right below the main deck.
I mean, it's a good ways, but it's like a good.
It's a couple feet down, yeah.
5-10 feet, but I mean, this is.
That's how ships sit in the water.
Yeah, it's just how it works.
Wood boats heavy, yo.
You said a little bit below the railing. I interpreted that as possibly 1 to 2 feet.
No, I'm
that's
talking
what I
like
was thinking
5
too.
to 10.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wood ship's heavy, yo. They do not do buoyancy well.
Oh god. Okay.
Okay, listen, if it was 1 to 2 feet, Hjalmar would be having a lot worse time.
Oh no. I mean, any good wave would crash up over the deck, but I mean, it's not like.
What is this, a crabbing vessel?
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
bell whenever a wave's about to hit it.
Also, like, while I understand, like, whole model is like a little weird in its size, it's you gotta understand, the below deck is mostly below the waterline.
Just good rule of thumb. If you're below deck, you're below the waterline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I also assume this part to these stairs aren't quite nearly this high for a division between the main deck, the bow, and the helm. Like, this is not quite how I would do it, but, you know, it's
just there
the layout
for
in my
showing.
head is a little bit different than the layout that is shown. This is just a very good representation of said boat.
Got it. Okay. Back in character.
Heart attack over.
It will not happen again. But I did cast Identify on it, and I felt like a single punch wouldn't break your ward.
You
I
punch.
didn't punch. I didn't punch. I did not punch. If you want to know who punched it, it was Atlas.
I didn't do it.
Give
Hey,
me
Atlas,
a
how's that
solid
bus
reason.
feel?
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just axe his ale right now.
Aralista stays silent.
Damn. Going
I
after
just
the
want to let you
ale.
know. I just want to let you know. Telfin will be the least of anybody's worries if my ale gets fucking destroyed. If Atlas ale gets destroyed, shit is gonna go sideways fucking quickly.
Damn. How did Atlas die? He tried to fight the party over ale. No.
But,
But,
cast ale goes in your TPK. Jesus Christ.
Jack, he laughs and smiles and is just like, good to hear. One would think that you wouldn't try to punch holes in somebody else's ship, but, you know, different strokes for different folks, right?
Voltac does like a full on like bow like on the deck and just goes, I forgive my fellow traveling members let's say care towards the ship.
I'm going to be honest, that has happened on one of my previous ships.
Well, let's try not to make it happen here. But I will heed your words.
Mm-hmm.
Heed your words and take them into consideration. However, as stated before, you were hired to do a job. I expect you to do it, and I expect you to accomplish it any way that is deemed necessary.
Brilliant. We will.
And with that, he kind of nods back to the deck and kind of dismissing you. Almost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move y'all back down here.
Okay. Next up.
Uh-huh.
So, Leo reckons in that storage room. It's so important he had to go there instead of watching during his watch.
Either who the heck knows what, or something to do with that lesson. I'm imagining Telfin wishes to teach our client.
Indeed. And
Alright.
as we were just doubly informed and reassured, we're not allowed to let that happen.
As much as I do not wish to do so, I believe we should place someone within Freyson's vicinity at all times. at least during the day. And we should have someone watching below decks.
I agree.
We may have to extend watches, but we must ensure that nothing happens.
We will talk about it with the group in the morning. But I do agree.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to do on your watch?
We should.
If not,
Are there out of question,
Yes.
just whether we know or not, are there people outside of, or like, are there guards stationed outside of Freyson's like sleeping quarters, or at least someone watching it that we would know of?
Freyson and they're kind of in. They are in a section past your sleeping quarters. So like, if your sleeping quarters were like here, they'd be in like a section up on the bow, like towards the very end of the bow.
Okay.
It's in the same room, just like another door past.
Got it.
So they would be fine, but there's no guards there per se.
Now, I do have to say, as much as I would prefer this watch to go completely uneventful, I feel as though it'd be better than not to at least go check on the door.
Down below?
Check where the guy went.
Okay.
Check on the storage room store, I mean.
So you're going to go down into the storage room?
At least go into the storage hold to watch.
You're just going to go below deck?
I
With-
want
with
Voltec's
Eve?
opinion on it first, but
Okay. Voltec.
what do you say? Should we go down?
Why not?
All right. Yeah, let's walk down.
All right. So you two go down into the below deck area of the ship, to where the storage rooms are. And are you going to enter the storage room, or are you going to just kind of sit outside?
Sit outside for now. I'm going to motion to Voltac, like, be quiet.
Okay.
And then very, very slowly, I'm gonna try and... Would my ear be able to hit beyond the door with my horns? I'm gonna get my ear as close to the door as I can to try and listen in.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Should I do duck again?
Sure. Nope. Strawberry.
Sorry. Okay. Perception, you say?
Yes.
That is 18.
Okay. You hear nothing. And not like eerily nothing, just kind of nothing.
Okay.
Like it's what you would expect out. It's just no sound, no like ulterior sounds outside of what you normally hear on the boat. Like the waves crashing against the outside of the hull.
This bitch might just be slacking off.
Are you
shitting me?
I mean, put your ear to the door. There's fucking nothing. We say in hushed voice, stage whispering, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Listen.
Voltec puts their ear to the door, it just explodes. Listen to this.
Boom.
What's the thud?
He's dead, Jim.
So what were you?
I'll take your word for it. Subtleties. Well, you get the idea.
What is my... Okay, I'm gonna use my lucky die if I have to use that. Okay. So... Should we check in there and make sure?
I literally go. Voltec's hands go in the air and go.
You already know what I think about doing anything to the ship.
It's true.
We're not doing anything to the ship. All we're gonna be doing to check in is we're gonna crack the door open a few inches, enough for Eve to stick her head, and I'm gonna go into Eve and just look in the room and then come out.
He's inside, kiss the
Phrasing.
door shut, fucking Eve's head comes off.
On your head be it.
Kind of just like do it.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Be
What's that?
be ready a couple feet back, just in case this guy pops out swinging. Because if I'm being honest right now, I wouldn't put it past them.
Alright, so as our list asks, Voltec will go a few feet back. Won't have the great axe fully drawn, but it will be like it is ready to get pulled off and like swung
Yeah.
within a second.
So, I'm going to ask a few questions now.
Okay.
So, first thing is, would I remember how loud the door was from when, not picking the lockwise, but would I remember how loud the door... Fuck. The door might be locked. No. Would I remember how loud the door was when Quivari went in and we opened it?
That was a different door.
Fuck, it was?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you
I went
guys
in the
found the
storage
powder
door. I went
keg
in
and
the
that was
storage
in the
door
locked
alone.
door.
No, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Quivari went in alone to this storage room. You guys went into the private room that Quivari had not been into
Yeah.
yet.
I told
You
you
have
what
not
I found
been
in
inside
that
this room.
but you weren't in that room.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, there's another one?
Yep.
Yeah, I told you what I found in this room, but we never went in together.
This is the gunpowder room.
Yes, this is the room with a whole bunch of like hardtack and supplies and one keg of unmarked gunpowder.
Okay, so... Taking a few steps back, now that I've realized my stupid mistake.
I'm moving my camera because I don't need the ship for this. Right now.
Upon reaching the door, this is now just taking a couple steps back, because
Mhm.
I was dumb. And I thought it was the other door.
Yeah.
I inform Voltec that this is the door with just a fucking keg of gunpowder in it.
The food storage room, yeah.
Yeah, food storage and gunpowder.
Supplies
This chili's a bit
and
spicier than I
supplies.
remember it. Chili?
There was some
What do
spicy
pirates
chili.
eat?
So,
Did they add pop rocks to this?
quietly as I can,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna open the door only 3 or 4 inches, enough for Eve just poke her head into.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm using you. I'm not taking any risks. I'm not asking. I'm using you.
Step into my web.
I haven't used you in the past few days. Please don't. In the past few sessions, for fuck's sake, please don't fuck me. Okay? 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 20?
Yeah, that's the sound of I wasn't fucked.
20.
20? Okay.
That was a natural 18 plus 2, so that's 20.
Okay. So you push open the door. It's not locked because the lock was removed by the.
Yeah, it was a lock hanging on the door. It was the angels sing, or was
Yeah.
that was whatever.
The lock was just hanging on the door as is. It was just closed.
Yeah.
The door was closed.
You know, I'm talking about when Rhodey picked it. It was like the
Oh.
angel.
Nah,
Yeah,
I didn't remove it.
that was a
probably
different
picked it.
that was a different
Yeah.
lock too.
Yeah.
This one was just opened with a key.
Yeah.
But you push the door open. It doesn't creak all that much. It's pretty well oiled. But you open it about an inch, 2 to 3 inches, and you're sending Eve in.
I am, as soon as it's a little bit open, I am taking about 5 feet back, going, putting my hand on the box next to me, if there's any boxes in here, or on the wall. I'm going into Eve and poking Eve's head in. Not even Eve going all the way in just yet.
Okay. So Eve pokes her head in, and Eve has dark vision, right?
Eve has 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay. Dude's just passed out on sleeping on a sack of flour.
Thank God! Thank God.
But yeah, that's it.
I am just gonna snap out of Eve and just look at Voltak and be like, we're good? Sleeping on the job.
Draw a dick on his head.
Fuck. I don't have paints, dude.
You're going in there?
Do I look like I have paints?
I don't have paints. I can't paint.
I have axes, not paint. Fuck it.
Hang on.
We'll find someone who has paints. Get them to draw a dick.
Wait.
Call it a day.
He doesn't come up by the time our shift is done. Who's next? Who's after us?
Oh, that would be
Callum.
Callum.
Callum has a pen.
Get Callum the.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna use my special
that's-
link for this.
That's a good idea. I
Callum,
don't know about you.
Callum will finalize his
I don't know anatomy.
Question for the DM.
Answer for the player.
So my vial of special ink.
Yeah.
About how many letters could it write?
I would say about 5. So you've written what? 2?
I think I've written 3.
3. Okay. So
I
yeah.
think I wrote. I know that I wrote 2
Oh.
like proper letters, and then I wrote like a quick note.
Yes.
I don't know if that would have counted as a full one.
I wouldn't say
I
that's
didn't
a
know
full
you-
one.
Didn't know you meant like letter to mail. I thought you meant like letter is in like a single character.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's what I
Wait.
meant. I thought you were like,
Yes, he can write 5
letters?
letters. They're just really fancy. It's like SpongeBob.
So, me too.
I'm doing it.
I was going to ask if a dick counted as a single letter.
I'd imagine
Put that in quotes.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Oh fuck. So yeah, you just find them sleeping.
Trying to scare him?
Well, let's just say we've pissed off one half of this idiot sandwich. I'd rather not have them decide to both point their ire at us.
I do agree, but I also feel like if this were to happen, if this whole thing with Freyson were to happen, this guy is just gonna be all of his fucking beck and call. So
What if so?
no, let's just.
We can't
Yeah.
say that word here.
What if fucking tier 3 sub?
Sump? Like a sump pump?
Does it mean a tier 3 sub?
Yeah.
Or
More.
Let's go back up and just figure it out. And just plant our watch. Inform people.
We'll convince someone.
Okay. So you both wait out the rest of your watch, kind of with this tension. Just kind of, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And all you, unfortunately, all you see towards the end of the rest of your shift is this guy kind of walk up, scratches collar, and just kind of look at you both, wave sleepily, and head back into the crew quarters.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Wow.
And just
You go back up top deck and
Missed
he's
opportunity.
fucking bleeding out.
and he just kind of goes and wakes up his replacement. But yeah, y'all's to watch is over. So we are going to move on to the next person, who would be Callum. Is there anything you wish to convey to Callum?
I wish to convey to Callum?
No,
Miss
that
Gold.
these two idiots that are...
Really, unfortunately, can't because this guy up and left.
Yeah.
I just go look at Callum, look at our list, and just go, missed opportunity. And then just go to bed.
I mean, if you need to kill him, he's right there.
Missed opportunity.
I look at our list and go, wait, does he have the thing you were looking for earlier? Paint, that thing.
Oh, not murder. Okay.
I mean, he fucking up and left. I don't think we can exactly just be like, oh, you have pain. No, the guy's fucking gone.
Damn it,
You could find him.
missed opportunity.
Kill him.
What, do you want to draw a ticket or something?
Little Tyke like snaps over and goes, leans to Arlissa. How does he know?
He must be a genius. He must be a genius. He's not right through us.
Sentinel's intuition.
But
I'm
okay.
gonna go up.
I'm gonna say you two go to bed, and it is now Callum's watch. Callum, where do you wish to go?
Take a wild fucking guess, DM.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be facing I'm gonna be like watching over the actual ship though.
Okay, we'll be back here.
Yell if you see land.
Yeah.
Or the ship.
Or an
I'll
iceberg.
look over my shoulder every so often.
We're just gonna throw this man's out here.
We are going north. We actually might encounter icebergs.
Ooh.
Not this far up, or not this far south, I should say.
This far up, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We've gone so up, we're going south.
So far north, we started going south. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, not this far south.
Okay.
Past Cloud Barrow, yes. Cloud Barrow, no.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because Cloudbarrow is still relatively green with its surroundings.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't
I'm
remember
learning this
if
map, baby.
you've had a conversation with this person, Callum. I don't think you have, though. You've been
Nope.
pretty... You've kept to yourself for the most part.
I also fell asleep.
Yes, you also fell asleep.
Yeah.
No, you have not had a conversation with this man. But another one of Clyde's entourage comes out, and as far as you know, and just kind of wanders about the deck.
Is Clyde the asshole or?
No,
No,
Clyde
Clyde's
is the
good.
Clyde is the guy you're protecting.
Okay, sweet.
Clyde is the one we like. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Let me update my notes.
you had that backwards.
I had Freyson.
Yeah, well, Clyde
Clyde,
Freyson.
Clyde
Yeah.
is Freyson.
Clyde Freyson.
I
That's his-
know.
Freyson's his last name.
I didn't
Ah, okay.
remember it a lot. I didn't remember his first name.
That's fine.
Man, I had my notes all good and stuff, and now because I had the descriptions for Freyson and Telfin on the top 2 lines of the page,
Yeah.
and now the fucking date line I have Clyde penciled in. Damn it,
But,
Clyde.
Yeah, right. But
Maybe
yeah.
Telfin's right.
Damn. Callum turns evil.
I wonder if Mei-chan can push Callum off.
I don't know.
Callum's like $1.50.
I'm gonna look over at the deck. I'm gonna see our lizard there. Like, go to sleep. What are you doing? Still up?
Just fire in her eyes, staring at you.
Yeah. Kind of like Klee, just eyes on fire, literally.
It's the one clip from the Persona 3 movies where it's Shinji feeding the dog, and then there's just Aigis looking around fucking
But yeah, so
you just hear the fucking battle music in the background.
why is there boss music playing?
No, it's not boss music. It's just regular battle music.
But yeah, you just see another one of Clyde's friends, Clyde's group, pacing the deck throughout the watch. If you want to go ahead and make a perception check, you can do that.
Blah. That is a 16 plus 1 plus 5 for 22 again.
Okay.
I really like this feature, guys.
Wait, what feature is this? And
I
is this
feel- we
not
don't-
in your favorite? Wait, is this a favored terrain thing?
No, this is Mark of Sentinel Human.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sentinel's intuition plus D4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you don't really see anything too much. Jack is whistling a shanty, but
I
other than
recognize the shanty.
it's not Wellerman.
Is it what do we do with the drunken sailor?
No, I'd say it's Grog Males.
Ah,
Really fucking likes that shanty until it became so fucking popular and so overplayed.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it's such a good shanty.
it is a
but
good shanty.
it's just I hear it fucking everywhere, and it's just it's just the typical trend shanty now, and it's just sucks.
Listen, sea shanty TikTok, find a new shanty. There's a lot of good ones.
yo, come on, fucking do Lever Johnny.
They actually, I've heard a couple do Lever Johnny.
It didn't get as big as those
It's a good
two,
one, though. No, it's a good one.
It's the better one.
It is. But yeah, you don't really make anything too much of your watch, and so you will go back unless you wish to do something during your watch.
For the first hour while I'm looking out, I'm gonna continue writing a letter.
Okay.
Not drawing penises on people's foreheads with my special ink.
Damn.
I don't like that phrasing.
What you could.
With your special ink.
I don't like that.
Don't like
What's
that
so
phrasing.
special?
Phrasing.
What's so special about it if it ain't being used to draw dicks? God damn.
Well, if you really want to know. Do you actually want to know?
If you actually want to know, you'll have to find out next time. No. That's
Tune in
Lord
next time.
Find
Dragon
it next
Ball
time
Z.
on Dragon
I mean,
Balls.
you,
Goddamn.
you've seen me using it.
We've seen you use it and throw it into.
Do I look like I know what the fuck you're writing?
I do want to say the third day here. We've been on the third day for 2.5 fucking hours.
I know. Like, holy shit, guys.
Like we thought. Oh, we're like joking because we were gonna have Haru back. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, we're like, oh, we'll just get to the final day. And we're like, oh, we're not gonna have anything to fucking do. 2.5 hours later, we have Haru, and we still haven't finished his fucking day.
It's impossible. Like fucking, hey, the guy we're protecting, yeah, he can die.
The first 2 days, nothing. Zip, zero, nada. Day 3, however, shit goes wonky.
it's not even full day 3. It's like half of day 3 and just into night. We've done so much.
Day 3 too.
Listen,
night
this is
has been
just
going for,
day
like,
3.
I feel like night on its own. I feel like has been going for like 45 minutes. It just
Right?
feels like...
It
But
has.
hey,
I have to
I
go
mean-
shovel. I have to go blow snow here in a bit.
You guys have had a lot of good roleplay this session. So
It's gonna be dark by the time I can get to my snow.
Guys, we're gonna fucking roll poorly on the next like 4 days and double the time of our fucking trip.
You remember at the
Day
start of this,
97.
Jet? You
We've
remember
been traveling
this,
in circles.
You remember before this started, Jet was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna end it once we get to
Cloud Barrow, yeah.
Day 4, day
Cloud Barrow
5.
today," and we're all like, "Because I have nothing planned for after that.
Yeah.
We're not reaching that point yet. Fuck you."
No, yeah, fuck me, right? Listen, I didn't need to write extra shit today. You guys have written it for me. Woo! Let's go.
I'm just
Get
gonna
this
like.
fucking night over with.
Christ.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the first hour of my watch continuing that letter.
Yeah.
This isn't like with the. This isn't with that ink. This is just like drafting.
Yeah.
And then for the second half, is there any way could I use my poisoner's kit to prepare like vials to like quick dip vials for my arrows?
Do you have proficiency with this?
Yes, I do.
Roll a d20 with your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Where's my proficiency?
Should we just like?
That is 17.
17. Yeah, I'd say you fiddle around a bit and you create 1 vial of poison
Sweet.
that you can.
So like a consistency to be able to like coat a weapon or
Yeah, you
arrow
can
wood?
coat a weapon with 1.
Sweet.
I'd say like 2 arrows.
I think it's 3 arrows for vials.
Is it 3? Whatever.
Yeah, if I remember right.
2, 3.
A few
whatever.
arrows. Yeah.
I don't care. Coat them all. No. you let's say you have 3 poison arrows.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you can use the poison in this vial to coat 1 slashing or piercing weapon or up to 3 pieces of ammunition.
Yep, that works.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. Other than that, you have an uneventful watch. You make a bit of poison, write a bit of a letter, and yeah. That's about it.
Yee.
Quivari, you are up. Is there anything you wish to do during your watch?
No.
No. All right. Roll a perception check then.
Alrighty. 17.
17. Nothing. You sit. You lean back against a rail, kind of just sharpen a dagger the whole night, the whole 2 hours of your.
It's a really sharp dagger.
Yeah, you just.
Now it is.
Well, I mean, you have multiple daggers. You can go through all of them, make sure they're nice and sharp, but you
Friggin' Gordon Ramsay with like the 2 sharpeners
Yeah.
over here.
you make sure that all your tools of the trade are well prepared and well kept.
Sitting on watch playing rock, paper, scissors with my mage hand.
Yeah. So,
Do you let it win?
but other than that,
Once in a while.
it is an uneventful watch as the sun rises on the start of the 4th day. Now,
Negative 25 hours remain.
Holy fucking shit! It's a miracle.
we're on day 4, guys. Holy shit! Let's
Speedrun.
roll a d6.
These next 3 days, unless we get fucking attacked, nobody has anything to do. Understood?
That's a lie and a half.
Roll a
That's a
d6. I
lie.
got a bag of them.
All right, I'm rolling the d6. So we're gonna go in order, starting because on my screen it said first, and then it'll go.
The order is all correct. No
yeah.
matter the screen
So so that. That's a 2. That's a cobble.
Not it.
Again!
Cobble. Roll a
Wow.
d4. to
Again,
determine-
yeah, funny how
It's
normal
gonna be a
distribution.
fucking 1.
Funny how
Here's day
normal
4,
distribution of
everybody.
dice works.
Yeah, right.
Day
I am
15.
giving a preview of day 4 for everybody.
The
3.
doldrums.
A 3.
Mhm.
All right. You do not lose, or you do not gain a day.
Yeah!
Thank God.
The streak continues.
So,
I swear we don't have rigged dice.
yeah. You are good for the rise of day 4 of your journey.
God, go there.
And because it is currently 9:30 p.m., I'm gonna call it there for the night.
So
What?
We got through half of a day.
You got through
got
half
through-
of a
we got
fucking
through all of
day.
it.
we got through
we got through day and night.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But man, like, what an
I'd say
eventful
probably
day.
about like fucking
Yeah.
16 hours. Fucking, that's probably what we went through.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, this is nothing of a critical role.
it's true.
We can have shopping episodes.
How long is like because right now in crit roll it's like it has been like 4 weeks for 2 days or something.
Yeah,
Well,
something like
like-
that.
Don't include anything of the latest episode. I haven't even.
No,
Yeah, no, Cobble and I are 3 episodes behind.
We're
Yeah, you
we're 3
two are
episodes behind.
fucking
Like
so
the
provide.
whole Isol cross arc, all of that stuff. That was
You
like
guys
over the course of a couple
You
days.
guys need to fucking watch.
You
yeah,
need to
no, we
catch
do,
up.
we do.
You guys,
That
aw,
is
man.
that is my goal when I start work on Monday.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, sorry, I completely destroyed our banking system. I was catching up on crit roll.
Yeah.
To be fair, the episodes are a bit shorter.
Okay, well
That's
that's
good.
good at least.
I think only one of the 3 extended 4 hours. That's 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know
think
last week was very weird. It was like fucking. I felt like 2.5 hours for the
Yeah.
first half of the show, and then the
Yeah.
second half was like it felt like 30 minutes. It was
The-
it was-
fucking weird.
Because it
Yeah,
was.
Yeah, the
Hmm?
past 2 have been just over 3 hours,
Yeah.
Hey.
mainly because there's good stopping points.
Yeah.
No, they were perfect. That last week was a perfect
Oh.
stopping point. Not the previous one, but the one
Yeah.
before that was a
Yeah.
perfect stopping point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a lot happened today, despite thinking that today's session might not have gone forward. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks on what? Today's the 15th.
It's the 28th.
Or today's the 14th.
Today's the 14th.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 28th. We will be back for more D&D. So we
I'm gonna go blow some snow.
yeah, we'll see you next time. Later, y'all.
Bye.
Okay.